Okay. How are you? Hope you're okay. Right, we're going to go straight into this the best I can today. I'm doing my best, of course. My name's Brad. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. This title for today is Doing Your Best Even When You're Tired. And I am genuinely tired right now. I'm doing my best right now. So I chose this because I knew I'd be tired today because I've done a lot this weekend. I'm not used to it. But doing your best even when you're tired. That's the title of today's episode. It's a Sunday reflection. This is episode 1. So I'm just beginning the Sunday reflections series, let's say. So today we are talking about doing your best even when you're tired. Doing your best even when you're tired. And I'm not joking. Right now, I am feeling it, man. I am feeling it. I had a great day yesterday. I went to watch The Prodigy. It was fucking amazing. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was at the Wembley Arena, which is next to the Wembley Stadium. The match was on as well, so it was really busy at one point. You had, who did you have playing? You had Southampton versus Man City in the semi-final of the FA Cup. So it was really, really busy. And I had a really good day. I drove 200 miles there, 200 miles back. I didn't get back. I was out for like 18 hours yesterday. I left the house at 9 in the morning. I didn't get back until home until 3:30 in the morning. So that's like 18 and a half hours I was out, which is a lot for me. So hence the reason I'm feeling tired right now. Hi to Ronan. Hi, Dawn. Great to see you here. You were first, Dawn. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming on. Thank you so much. Hi, Sandra, as well, of course. We'll stay on topic for a while, the best I can, and then I'll just go with the flow after that. So today we're going to be talking about doing your best even when you're tired. There's a poll there if you want to complete that related to this. This is not fake fucking motivation. It's realistic motivation in a way. It's like, it's the real life tired. And maybe, I think it's a relatable topic. I know people know what it feels like to be tired. Especially when you get a bit older. I can't do what I used to be able to do. Like, I've been to a fucking Prodigy concert. I don't usually, like, I didn't drink or anything. I'd be even more tired if I drank. And I'm not used to it, if I'm honest. I'm not used to it. I get burnt out by being around people too much as well. I lead a very busy life. A lot of other people do too. I know, I get it. And I had a great time. It was fucking amazing. You should have seen the crowd. The crowd were bouncing. The crowd, everyone was stood up dancing. It was mad. To get the crowd going. I've never been. It's all the concerts I've ever been to in my life. The Prodigy got the best crowd engagement I've ever seen. So I had an amazing day. Whatever. But now, after being out all that time yesterday, going all the way to London from where I live, so tired. So tired today. Believe it or not. So that's what we're talking about today. It's not fake motivation. It's the real life tired. After work, you work your ass off. I don't know if anyone else works their ass off. A lot of people do. It's stressful. You're doing a job you don't like. You're around people you don't always like. You have to keep turning up. It's not fucking easy. Let's say that much. Let's be honest. It's not easy. Let me start that goal. There we go. It's hard. It's hard. Of course it's hard. Stress of life, stress from, I don't know, losing someone, stress from fucking, I don't know, just from life itself, stress from having nostalgic thoughts, thinking about the past, stress from all sorts of different factors, stress from being around difficult people, stress from parents, stress from family, stress from kids. The list goes fucking on and on and on. Overthinking. Think about this. You've got stress from work. You've got stress from life. You've got overthinking. Can't sleep. It's just all your energy is just pissing out of you. You're losing all your energy potentially, or it just catches up with you eventually and you've got no energy. And this is when most people can quit. They're trying to do something. They're trying to go to the gym after work once or twice a week, but they're too tired, so they stop doing it. They do YouTubing like I'm trying to do here. What was I going to say? Trying to do this. You've got to find the energy and the time to do this. And it doesn't always harbour great results, if I'm honest. It's just the way it is. It's very fickle. It's very up and down, let's say. Let me change the lighting a little bit. Most people quit when they're tired. And sometimes maybe it's good to quit for a day. You're too tired, so you don't do anything. But what can happen is you don't end up doing anything. And you end up stuck where you are because you don't push yourself enough when you're tired. Easy said than done, I get it. Easy said than done. It can be very tempting not to. Of course. Dawn saying, so glad you both had fun. Thanks, Dawn. Yeah, it was top time. It was top. Fucking top. Carl Cox, they played loads of old school for 2 hours, and then it was the main stage. Prodigy came on. It was fucking amazing. You should have seen the crowd. They were bouncing. Honest to God, there's like a big circle of fans. You know, when they go sick. I've never seen it in real life before. They were going mad. It was amazing, Dawn. It was amazing. Anyway, great experience. Anyway, so what was I saying? So most people quit when they're tired. They think, fuck that, I'm not going to go to the gym anymore. And then before they know it, they make a New Year's resolution. They want to get fit. They want to lose weight, positive things. And then they just think, do you know what? I quit. I'm not going to do it. I'm too tired. I can't do it. I'm not going to put the effort in. And then you can end up stuck where you are. You can end up stuck, not being able to move, helpless in a way. If you allow the tiredness to dictate your life too much. Like right now, I'm absolutely knackered. But if I don't turn up and do this, what I'm doing right now, nothing's going to happen. I have to keep turning up. Do it in a measured way as well. I'm not saying you don't get rest. That's important. It's balance, isn't it? But if you let the tiredness take over, you let the excuses take over, you're going to do fuck all. And time's going quick. Think about this year. Where are we now? We're in April. We're at the end of April almost. One little snap, it's Christmas. You know it's coming. I know it sounds crazy. You're thinking, shut up, Brad. Christmas is a while off, yeah? It'll be here before we know it. I know that might sound a bit grim, but that's how it goes. But here's the truth. Your best is going to change day to day. It's going to change day to day, isn't it? Your best is not going to be the same every day. So my best right now is how I'm presenting now. I'm speaking in real time, in the best manner I can, trying to have meaning the best I can, trying to improve the best I can. But my best is different every day. Your best is different every day. Well, it is for me anyway. And sometimes your best is just dragging your ass out of bed. I don't know, getting dressed, brushing your teeth, and maybe going to the shop, and then that's your lot. That's you done. And that's okay. That's okay. If you know what I mean. I'll read the comments in a bit later. Of course, I'm staying on topic for a while though, guys. I'm staying on topic, and any comments related to the topic, I will read out loud, of course. That's what we're going with today. What was I going to say then? So your best changes every day, man. It really, really does. And that's okay. And sometimes it's good to not compare yourself to 20 years ago. It's like if I train, I go to the gym now, I can't. I'm 43. I can't do what I do when I was 20. I used to box. I used to train like fuck. Honestly, I was cut up. I'd have a stomach like a washboard when I was 20. Like six-pack, the lot. Now it's not the same. My body's not the same. I still do my best, but it doesn't respond the best. The body doesn't respond the best, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll carry on the best I can. If you want to, you can answer the poll. So the poll is saying, do you still give your best even when you're tired? So some will say always. I always do my best. No excuses. I always turn up. Some will say sometimes, depends on my energy, depends on how I'm feeling. Some will say, honestly, I struggle with it. And others will say, I give up when I'm drained. I just give up. I just fuck it off. Anyway, I'll keep speaking the best I can, of course. So some days your best is going to be 100%. Some days you feel like you can take on the world. Some days you're just smashing it, hitting home runs. Your energy is really high. You're amazing. You're winning all the way. It's brilliant. Other days, it's just showing up. Like myself right now. I'm just showing up the best I can. Trying to create something genuinely. It's hard. Doing this YouTubing thing is hard. I'm finding it hard sometimes, if I'm completely honest. There's so much nonsense out there, absolute nonsense. There's so much hypocrisy out there. There's so much bullshit out there, and it is what it is. It is what it fucking is. And people are drawn to that sometimes, and maybe they find that relatable, and whatever the reasons. It doesn't mean I'm right, better, or worse than anybody, but I really do believe that it's important to have meaning in what you are saying and communicating that effectively and properly, and trying your best to send some light out into the world, however which way you want to do that. Not in a superficial manner. And maybe I'm being holier than thou with my opinion there. Maybe not everyone's going to agree. A lot of people won't align with what I'm talking about, and that's okay. I've got to remain true to myself and speak honestly and openly and genuinely. I'm not here to educate people to an extent. I'm not here to just for that. Not just here for that. I'm here to communicate in an honest manner. Share my wisdom. Hopefully it'll be what it'll be, won't it? It'll be what it'll be. And it takes time and energy to do this. This is not woe is me. This is not woe is me, by the way. This is just me being honest and open. And what was I going to say then? I don't know. I've lost my time, but you bet my best is going to be different every day. I've only got so much time. I've only got so much energy. But if I don't turn up, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. And time is ticking away, like I keep saying. Time's ticking away, dude. Tomorrow's not promised to anybody. There's no guarantees. There's none. There's fucking none at all. No guarantees in life. Sometimes you'll try really hard at something and you won't fucking make it. You might not make it. Doesn't matter. I don't know what you'll be doing. You might be doing a degree. You might be learning something new. You might be starting your own business. You might be applying for that job. You might not fucking get it, mate. And that sounds a bit harsh, but you've got to fucking try, man. You've got to fucking try, and you've got to keep turning up. I'm telling this to myself right now. I'm speaking to myself here in a way. Sanders saying, Brad, the hypocrisy, lack of integrity, lack of depth, Sander, absolutely. And the amount of people who are like that are superficial, it's huge. It's fucking exhausting. Yet I struggle with it in the world sometimes, that three-dimensional low vibrational world that we live in. It fucking... Sometimes it frustrates me. It frustrates me. I think, where's the meaning? Where's the depth? Where's the realness? Where's the love? It's just fear-based, ego-driven shit. Dawn's giving me a donation. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Thank you. Massive shout out from me and Timmy to Dawn. Like I said, thank you. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. Oh, it's really kind. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't expect that at all, by the way. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Dawn. Thanks for your support. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Dawn. Thanks. Anyway, let me go back to the comments. Thank you, Dawn, again. That's amazing. Thank you. It means a lot. Yeah, there's so much hypocrisy. I don't want to be that guy either. Just fucking, I don't want to be that guy, man. I need to be real. I need to fucking back up what I say. Or if I do, I don't want to be a hypocrite. It's so much bullshit, so much superficial crap out there. It doesn't have any meaning. It's just everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm going off on a tangent too much. But it can be exhausting, and it's exhausting living in a world where that's what's respected, where rudeness is deemed to be strength, isn't it? The rude, bossy person, oh, they're a strong character. It's like, no, they're just a fucking narcissistic bully that puts others down. They're not a strong character at all. The character is absolutely dog shite, if you know what I mean. You come across those bossy types, those aggressive types, and then you're around that, and people deem that to be a strength. And then the kind people, the fucking people that have empathy, that have emotional intelligence, that are in the world, they're deemed to be fucking weak because people take kindness for a fucking weakness. And it's just a very morally, I don't know, I'm going on a rant here, the morally bankrupt society in a lot of ways with regards to that and other things. A lot of injustices, blah, blah, blah. And it's making the fucking best of it, I suppose. But yeah, do you get tired of this? Yeah, I fucking do get tired of this. I wish I could change some things. I can't change. But I can only change what is inside me, can't I? I can only change my reactions to it or how I respond to it. Or I can change maybe the choices I make to try to alleviate some of this bullshit, get away from some of this bullshit, put boundaries in place, etc., etc. But thanks for sharing. Anyway, that's my rant. Hi, Shelley. How are you? Hope you're okay. Thank you again to Dawn. Thank you for your support always. Thank you. Abby Rato saying that's a great attitude, lad. Fist bump to Abby Rato. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. It really helps the channel, and I appreciate you all. If you want to fill in the poll, you can do. We're talking about, do you still try to do your best when you're tired? Do you still fucking turn up? I know you might not be able to always do that. That's what the poll's about. That's what the live's about. Abes, I'm saying hi to Abes. I'm saying hello to a few people here. I'm trying to buy Timmy some lettuce. Right. Okay, Dom, I'll get him some lettuce. He says, yes, fucking lettuce. He's happy about the lettuce. He's happy about the lettuce, Dawn. A lettuce plushie, isn't it? I'll look into it. I'm going to go on my holidays next week, so I'm going to do it after my holiday. I'm going to sort him out with a lettuce. He says, yes, get in. Thanks, Dawn. Thank you. Timmy will love his lettuce, Sanders saying. Oh, thanks. Thank you, by the way. It's really kind. Kindness and respect, understanding is the real strength. And I agree. It fucking is. It really, really is. It's hard. It's easier to be fucking rude. It's a lot fucking easier. It's easier to be nasty. We're all a bit nasty sometimes. We're all a bit rude sometimes. We're human. We're flawed. If you're tired and you're ill, you might be a bit more grouchy. You might be a bit more snappy than you usually are. But usually you go, oh, shit, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. And you will correct your ways, won't you? But Laura's kindness and respect, understanding is a real strength. It absolutely is. We need more of it. We need more of it. Anyway. Like lettuce in sandwiches, Vernon. Yes, lettuce in sandwiches. What about Timmy the Turtle's favourite food here? Lettuce, really. Yeah. Hi, Tanner. Welcome back. Hope you're okay, Tanner. Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. Hi to you. Welcome back. The best thing to do is nothing and then to rest afterwards. Sometimes, though, Shelley, that's the best thing to do as well. This goes against what I'm saying to an extent, but it's another perspective, isn't it, Shelley, or anyone else that's watching? Sometimes you're absolutely knackered. You're really, really tired. You're really fucking burnt out. And what's the best thing to do? Is it keep going, or is it actually to get some rest? And I'd say sometimes, going against what I'm saying here, sometimes the best thing to do is absolutely fucking get some rest. It's balance, isn't it? You can't be on the go all the time. It's pushing, but resting, pushing, but resting. If you push all the time, it's death of 1,000 cuts. You're going to burn the candle at both ends. You're going to end up, you could have a nervous breakdown, for example. You could burn out. You completely just melt away. You've got nothing left. And then you're no good to yourself. You're no good to anyone else. You're completely burnt out. And that's what happens to a lot of people. They do too much for too long. I need to be careful of this as well. It's a good point, Shelley. It's a good point, in my opinion. It's knowing the difference, when to push and when to chill, if you know what I mean. Sorry, is it better to be alone or have friends that are bad for you? Sydney, it's better to be alone than have friends that are bad for you. Sometimes your enemies are your friends in disguise. I'll say it again. Sometimes your enemies are your friends in disguise. So if you've got bad friends around you, they're the worst type of enemy to have, because they're meant to be your friends within your close circle. They could do a lot of fucking damage. Sydney, I don't know what your thoughts are on that. I think it's better to be what's it called? It's better to get rid of those bad friends, man. Bad juju. I don't have time for it. I really don't. I really don't. No time for fucking bullshit either. And I apply it to my life, and I'll apply it to here as well. If I notice anything that's upsetting the community that I've built, if I notice anything is upsetting that, I'll deal with it. Might not deal with it straight away. I might miss something early on, but I'll not allow it. I and you guys have been with me for so long. I really appreciate you all, by the way, for keep coming back, for keep turning up, to keep engaging. It's not just me that's speaking, it's you guys as well. But we've got a respectful community here. It's imperfect, I know that, and I'm not perfect. And if I offend anyone or I misinterpret anyone, please just fucking tell me. Say it respectfully, and I'll correct my ways, of course. But it's really important, man. You've got a really good community on here, and the last thing I want is anyone ruining that. I'm not having it. It's not happening. I can't allow that. And that's one of the challenges that can be on here. And sometimes what can happen is sometimes you can think, sometimes people can go incognito. They'll do it subtly or slyly. But anyway, that's another topic in itself. Can it be tiring? Yeah, it can be tiring. Absolutely. Having to deal with. Imagine you've got toxic friends. That's going to be really tiring. Really, it's going to burn all your energy away, because they're going to be attacking you. They're going to be underhanding. They're not going to want the best for you. They're going to maybe influence you a little bit to do things that aren't for your best self. I was around a lot of toxic people. I was a toxic person too. Let's be fucking honest. I was taking drugs, for God's sake. I was fucking taking ease and all sorts. I was having a good time, don't get me wrong, but I was toxic. I was around a lot of toxic people, and it wasn't good. Anyway, Sandra's asking how Tanner is. Thanks for the advice, Sydney, saying sometimes feel a bit bad for ditching my friends, but deep down I know they're not good for me. How old are you, Sydney? Are you in your early 20s? I'm guessing. If I'm wrong, just correct me. I've completely guessed that. Yeah, I did that. I ditched a lot of my old friends, and I felt bad. And it took me a while to do it properly. But they were sucking out my potential and my energy. They were tiring me out in a way as well. Tanner's saying, in fact, I measure my energy accordingly. Then if I am tired, there must be something unexpected spending my energy. Absolutely. Let me just think about what you said there. You measure your energy accordingly. That's emotional intelligence, isn't it? That's emotional intelligence. That's awareness, isn't it? Thinking, where am I at here? Feeling a bit tired here. Oh, I've caught myself here. I know I'm getting a bit tired. And then if you're tired unexpectedly, there's something else expending it. It could be something that you're worried about. It could be, I don't know. You could be a little bit ill potentially. I don't know. There could be a lot of other factors. What happens as well is when people think of a toddler when they're tired, a little kid. What do? They have temper tantrums, don't they? A little kid, they're tired. They start kicking off. It happens to us as adults as well. I get a lot more. I am much more negative when I'm tired. I have a much more negative outlook on life when I'm tired. I'm aware of it, but it's there. It's fucking there. And it's just being aware of it and thinking, right, this is tired Brad now. This is tired Brad. Tired Brad isn't thinking like energized Brad would, for example. It's not the same. I'll keep going up, keep going on. But it's still showing up when you can. But going back to what Shelley said, you made a great point. Sometimes you're really tired because you're really tired and you just need to stop. You need to fucking stop. It's just knowing when you can. But doing your best when you're tired, like today, I don't feel like doing anything, if I'm honest. It's self-inflicted because I went to the concert. It was amazing, but it's tired me out. But it does build discipline. If you can turn up when you're tired, it helps. It compounds, doesn't it? It builds up. It accumulates, let's say. Anyone can go hard when they feel good. Oh, yeah. Big time. You're full of energy. You can go all in. You can go all in. But the reality of life, in my opinion, is a lot of the time, especially as you get older, your energy levels are going to be diminished compared to when you're 20. When prime energy is 20, just for example, might not be 20, but let's use 20 as an example. As you get older, your energy is not going to be as, you don't have as much energy. Let's be honest, probably not. You have to manage it a bit better, be smarter with your energy, work smarter, not harder kind of logic as you get older. But a lot of the time, you are going to be a bit tired, aren't you? You're going to be a little bit tired, but you're still finding a way, pushing through it mindfully, of course. Anyway, let me read the comments a moment. Katie Hopkins team. Hi to you, Katie Hopkins team. Hi to anyone else. Hi, Tired Brad. Hi, Katie Hopkins team. Hello, how are you? I don't think I've seen you on here before, unless you've changed your name, but nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Brad, of course, as you know. Hi, Kirsty. We remember you, don't worry. By the way, of course we remember you. You're a Leeds fan. Did they play? Did they win? How did they do? Ruben flicked Scrappy upside down and flipped himself upside down. Shit. How the hell did they do that, Dawn? How the hell did they do that? Anyone, please check out Dawn Gustafson's channel. She has a lot of videos with her. She works with horses, basically, and ponies, looks after them. And she has, and she's got 2 lovely dogs as well. And that's what most of the content's about. So please check out Dawn Gustafson's channel, guys. Show some support if you can. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed as well, by the way, guys. Anyway, let me keep going on topic for now. It is a must planning ahead and getting ready for what may happen to us. Yeah, being proactive, Tanner, in a nutshell, I'd say, in relation to what you're saying. As much as you can. Anyway, Dawn's then saying, LOL, not really, but Ruben is absolutely mental. He runs flat out to the end of a 30-foot line and it hurts. He's a strong, powerful dog, though, isn't it? Young as well, full of energy. Strong dog, quite a big dog, isn't it? Not a huge dog, but it's still sizable, I'd say. Anyway, hi to Age as well, of course. Sorry, guys. I'm going to keep on with my topic for now. So, but I'll read comments later as we go along. One moment. So doing your best does build up discipline, of course. Anyone can go hard when they feel good. I've already said that. This is where you separate yourself. You go, right, tired me, and I'm tired me today. I know I'm probably not going to be at my best. I'm aware of that, and I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I'm going to turn up anyway. I don't fucking feel like it, and I can't be arsed. But I know if I don't do this now, then nothing's going to happen in the future. I'm not squirreling away the nuts for later on, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to think? Or I'm not doing the harvest now. I need to do the harvest now. I need to collect everything in. You do need to collect everything in, don't you? You need to build it up. I don't feel like doing it, though. I don't feel like turning up. I don't feel like doing this exam. I really don't feel like doing a bit of revision. Think to yourself, you know what? I'm tired. I'm not at my best, but I'm still going to try. even if it's not perfect. And that's the message. You don't need to be perfect. You really don't. And perfection can cause, what's it called? Procrastination. That perfection mindset can think, oh, everything's got to be perfect. I've got to turn up perfect. Like I'm on here now. I've got to speak perfectly. I've got to deliver this perfectly. So, and if I don't do it perfectly, I'm not going to bother. That can just hinder, it can derail you to where you're going towards, in a nutshell. You just need to show up. You just need to show up. That's what I'm doing right now, believe it or not. So, quick question. Are you full of energy right now? Or are you tired? I'll read the comments in a moment. Let me go through them. Ed's saying, so it's the election for the Chief Minister of the state, Shelley. So there's basically 4 big parties and a bunch of other small parties that are participating in the election. Right, okay. My image of nice walk and splashing the sea was actually shoulder dislocation, upside dogs down, and bag of diarrhea in my pocket. Loved it. Oh, shit. Dawn. Oh, my God. My image of a nice walk and splashing the sea. Oh, how's your shoulder is a question. Oh, and a big dog poo bag. Did it all burst open? Shelley saying, Sydney, you sound like a very well-rounded guy and kind. You are enough as you are. That's very nice of you to say, Shelley, by the way, towards, what's he called? Towards Sydney. Anyway, I'll carry on the best I can. I'll speak the best I can. So there's two types of tiredness, isn't there? There's mental tiredness and there's physical tiredness. Physical tiredness is just, obviously, a lot of the time it's muscular, isn't it? You've worked hard all day, you've been to the gym, you've done a race or whatever you've done. Physical tiredness, of course. Mental tiredness. So physical is going to be a tired body, isn't it? Of course. Mental is overthinking, stress, pressure, which I think is worse sometimes. Overthinking things. The stress, the pressure, it builds up. I think people feel it a lot nowadays with the cost of living, etc., within society, let's say. And mental tiredness can hit harder. Mental tiredness can really hit hard sometimes, I'd say. Anyway, let me have a look on here. Just calm me down a little bit. So I'm tired today. I am. Not exciting, but there you go. I'm just going to drink my tea. But I'm also like, I'm thinking to myself, right, I know I'm fucking tired. I know I'm not at my best. That's okay. It's not perfect. I'm not going to beat myself up too much, though. That's the key as well. It's like, take that weight off your shoulders sometimes. No, if you just know you've tried. Know that you've tried, that you've turned up. And if you drop the ball, you pick it up back up again. I'm sometimes very hard on myself. If I say something wrong, I could easily say something wrong on here because I'm speaking in real time. Or if I don't answer a question as intelligently as I can, and I beat myself up sometimes, but I answer the best I can at that moment. And I need to be kinder to myself, I'd say, going forwards. Anyway. So if you are watching the poll, the poll that I've got up is, do you still give your best even when you're tired? So some people will say, I always do my best. There's no excuses. Every single time I'm turning up. Every single time. Me personally, that would not be true for me. Some people it might be, but that's not me. Some people said sometimes depends on my energy. I'd say that's me. Sometimes I turn up and I do my best. Other times, if I'm really, really, really exhausted, I know I'm completely cooked. I think, right, I have to do the best thing now. I can't go to the gym tonight. I'm gonna just chill out. Or It's like, can you work Saturday? I think, I get paid well for Saturday, but I'm exhausted. I've already done 50 hours and I'll say no to it. It's knowing yourself well enough. Some people will say, honestly, I struggle with it. I struggle trying my best when I'm tired. Again, that's being honest with yourself. This is all part of emotional intelligence to an extent as well. And some people say I give up when I'm drained. I just give up every single time. I just stop. I don't bother. Anyway, give me a sec. The comments have stopped coming on here, guys. And what I'm going to have to do, sorry, guys, is that as my chat has ended on my phone. So, sorry, guys. I am going to backtrack a little bit. I'm going to have to keep turning my head like this. Luckily, I've got my PC in front of me. I'm really, really sorry. I've ranted on. Anyway. Sorry, guys. Did you hear about the actress who stabbed her husband, Reese something? Who's that? En route 27. I don't know about that one. Keep turning my head here now, guys, because I'm reading the comments of best. What tires me out is usually what I do not take into consideration beforehand, Tanner's saying. So what tires me is when usually what I do not take into consideration beforehand, when it's unexpected. Is it when the unexpected happens, Tanner? The things that tires you out. You're not anticipating something coming, it catches you off guard, and then it worries you, and it challenges you at that moment, depending on what it is. Dawn saying Ruben's lead flipped scrappy, then he flipped himself running to the end of his lead, and it was twisted underneath. That sounds very messy. But it happened very quickly, that, Dawn. Anyway, they had fun though. I bet they did. He's mad, crazy, yeah, full of energy, young. Isn't he, Ruben? Your dog we're talking about. Dawn's dog we're talking about. Hi, Dawn Woodland. You feel drained. Why do you feel drained? Do you know why, is the question. I'm going through some of the comments, guys. So I'm saying, Dawn Woodland, you said there's no morals nowadays, and I'm just curious to what it means for your personal life. Does it affect you or your life in any way? There's no morals nowadays. It feels like, Dawn Woodland, I can relate to that. I think I really can relate to it. Morally bankrupt. The society's values crazy things in the world, doesn't it, as well? These superstars get valued. Actors get valued. Golden Globe Awards, for example, just for being in a movie. I'm sure they had to work hard and they're really good at the job at acting, but they get loads of money, they get loads of reward, they get loads of pat on the back. Footballers who get paid so much more money. And then you've got nurses, you've got bin men, you've got people working at Asda and Tesco getting paid fuck all. Is it fair? It's definitely not fair. Anyway, on the moral perspective, from my perspective, how society values, like Ronaldo is deemed to be a god. He's not a fucking god. He's a great football player. He's good at what he does. He's a millionaire. It's not his fault for getting all that money. It's just the way it works in that world. But is it fair? Hanky saying, can I steal the plushie? No. Timmy says, no, he's not going. He says, come and try. He said, come and try. Anyway, I'll keep speaking the best I can, guys. I'm having to keep turning my head because I've got my PC there and this has stopped working. The YouTube plays up sometimes. Stevie don't. First world problems. Maybe, yes. You might have a point. What do you mean by that, Steve? Oh, I don't. What do you mean? Peter, hello, Peter Caruthers. Hi to you. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Not being focused properly on unnecessary distractions, wasting my energy may lead to tiredness, but I must admit that this is the result of not being able to avoid these situations. Yeah, because you work as a surgeon, Tanner. I can imagine wasting your energy on unnecessary things. Easily done, especially when there's a lot of distractions, Tanner, especially within a hospital in a theatre. That can happen. It's a result of you not being able to avoid these situations. Hard to, I can imagine. Anyway. Like Brits say, I'm knackered. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Farted. Anyway. Brad, just be kinder to yourself. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Do what you can. I like that, Shelley. Thank you. Shelley's saying, be kinder to yourself, Brad. You don't have to see the whole staircase. You don't have to see. You just need the next step. You just need the next step. Do what I do. Just stand on the stop. Just stand on the stop. Sometimes you're tired. You're turning up, Shelley. And you know what? You can't walk up the whole staircase. You can't walk up the whole mountain. You can't complete it in one moment. You just stay where you are. You're not going to go backwards. All right. The best I can do is not go backwards today. And some days you think, actually, I need to take a step back. I'll take one step back, though, not two. That's the best I can do today. Don Woodland saying, yeah, you're right. Footballers are not gods, but they're deemed to be, aren't they? Superstars, amazing people. Society would run without them, though. All these actors and footballers and sports people, as brilliant as they are, or musicians even, as brilliant as they are, don't get me wrong, they're entertaining, XYZ. The world would run without them easily. Imagine if you took all the bin men and women, well, it's usually men that do this job, but bin men. If we took all the bin men out in the world, they stopped having them, what would happen? There'd be shit everywhere. There'd be bin bags everywhere. There'd be rubbish everywhere. It'd smell. There'd be disease. It'd be awful. So, and then there's lots of other jobs that people do that would, everyone plays the part, hopefully, in their own way. Anyway. Don't say new fear unlocked. Farting on the live. Yeah. There you go. Merry Christmas. Luckily you can't smell it. Dawn. Yeah. There you go. New fear unlocked. Yeah, something new to worry about. You're not a burden, Dawn Woodland, at all. You're not a burden at all. I have to keep turning to the right here to read the comments. I have to keep turning to the right. I'm reading some of the comments the best I can. So, Dawn Woodland, let me go back to your comments. Sorry, he wants me to be out by Thursday and I have nowhere to live. Don't mean to burden you. Bloody hell. He wants you out by Thursday. I'm trying to think now. Is there anywhere you can go, Dawn Woodland? As far as I know, the person that you're living with isn't healthy and they're quite toxic anyway. But it's a roof over your head, but it's not a good situation. It's probably not sustainable. Can you find somewhere else? And probably easier said than done. That sounds like the easiest solution ever, but it's probably not that easy. Can you find somewhere else? Is there any other options? You're not a burden, though, Dawn's saying. You're not. You're really not. I bet that's really stressful and afraid and scary, I'd say. You just want a roof over your head and food on the table, let's say. Is there no women's centres or support that you could get? Might be a blessing in disguise, this. It might not feel like it, but if you're living, correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, please correct me if I'm wrong. But from the past, what you told me is you're living with a narcissist who loves drinking. They're an alcoholic. They're not a nice person. They're abusive, but you're living there because it's a roof over your head, but you're putting up with a lot of shit that you shouldn't be putting up with. Might be a blessing in disguise, getting away from that person altogether and getting your own place and force. I don't know if it's that easy, though. He's got dementia from the drink. He's saying yes. You're not overburdening us, by the way. What can you do? What are your choices? Is there any women's centres you can call? Is there any support that you can call from the government, etc., etc.? Does anyone else know of anywhere? Shelley might be able to help with that. No pressure on you, by the way, Shelley, but I think Shelley might be able to help with that. Sorry if I'm putting pressure on you there. Shelley, if you can't help, don't worry. Has anyone got any advice? Gustav is saying, have you got any help in the UK? We've tried all of that before, Don Woodland's saying. But by the sounds of it, have you got like physical ailments, therefore physical disabilities to an extent? If I'm saying anything that's wrong, tell me. You're in the UK, you're a woman, of course, you've got physical ailments, etc., etc. Do you not get support with that, housing support with that? I don't know exactly how it works. I've never dealt with it myself. Is it not safeguarding or any support at all out there? I thought there would be for a person like yourself, I'd assume. Emergency housing, Dawn saying. Oh, I don't know what it is. Yeah, some emergency housing, just basically a room or something. Just something. Just to get yourself straight. Might not be ideal. Probably won't be perfect. It'd be great if you could get that. Anyway, I'll keep speaking the best I can. Anyway, I'll go back to my point for now. We'll read the comments as we go along, of course. So motivation itself is fucking unreliable, guys. Motivation alone, you can do it. Just go for it. It's good, don't get me wrong. It's a kick up the ass sometimes. It works to an extent. But I think it's unreliable. Motivation is good when you're full of energy. It's there when you're full of energy. Motivation, it can be high at those moments. But discipline is showing up anyway. Showing up anyway. I do it on here. I'm kind of, this is not always me. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. It really fucking helps the channel. So please like, please subscribe. It really helps. So thank you. Thank you so much. It's free as well. So it's all good. But what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Sorry. Motivation. At the moment, I'm hitting a kind of plateau. I've got 500 subs. I've done really well. I've been doing this for 16 months. I've been so consistent. I think I've got better at it, but I'm still not 100% there, I'd say. I'm hitting a kind of plateau at the moment, if I'm honest. My growth has slowed down a little bit recently, but I know it'll surge again, then it slows down. Surge again, and then it slows down. But discipline is showing up anyway. It's showing up anyway. It's turning up anyway. Regardless. I really didn't feel like doing this today. I really didn't feel like it. But I turned up anyway. Like I've just said. What was I going to say? So type show up if you're still trying, even when it's hard. Type show up if you're still trying, even when it's hard. Anyway, I'll keep speaking a moment, then I'll go to the comments. The comments are on my screen on the right at the moment. So if you can't do 1 hour, I can't do 1 hour's exercise, but I can do a 10-minute walk. You can't do everything. Do fucking something. Do something. Life is short. Like, even I think to myself in my life, I know I'm not old, but I'm not young anymore. I'm 43 years old. I pinch myself and think, shit, that's gone quickly. That's gone quickly. If you're thinking of doing something, you've got to try. You've got to try, in my opinion. Your best on a bad day is being powerful. So your best on a shit day, your best of just turning up, it just helps you build resilience, helps you to wade through the shit a little bit better. If you can turn up when the chips are down, if you can keep going when the likes have gone, if you can keep going when it gets really quiet, if you can keep going then, it's very, very, very powerful in my opinion. Anyway, I'll read the comments. So when someone is tired, he cannot give his best and cannot be well balanced, Tanner is saying. Cannot be calm and reasonable enough, at least cannot show good judgment. Tanner, you've got a really good point. Very like you've got truth in that. Truth in what you've just said there. You're twisting it a bit, but it's good in a way. You redirect. You're thinking about it deeper. So when someone is tired, he cannot give his best. Very, very true. Most of the time, I'd say, yeah. You cannot be well balanced when you're tired. And once someone once told me, don't never make important decisions when you're tired. Never do it. In line with what Tanner's just said. You cannot be calm and reasonable enough. Harder to be calm. You can be calm when you're tired, but it's harder to, in my opinion. It's harder to be more reasonable when you're tired as well. You can be more grouchy, more irritable, more short-fused. At least you cannot show good judgment. Yes, you can see things from a different lens when you're tired, Tanner. I agree. Thanks for sharing, by the way. Dawn Woodland saying, thanks for the understanding. Anytime. This is a supportive place, man. It has to be. This has to be a supportive, positive place. Anything that goes against that will be dealt with, not by people that are on here right now, but it's really important to keep it into a safe place for people to speak. If I can't achieve that, then I've failed. That's my. We're going off on a tangent there, but there we go. It's all good, Dawn Woodland. Don't worry. You're improving all the time, Brad. I noticed that. Thanks, Dawn. Thanks for your support. Really, 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 I'm genuinely grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Shelley saying, Dawn Gusto, you're dead right if you are already living with alcohol. I think, Shelley, that's towards Dawn Woodland. Sorry. I think, Shelley. Dawn Woodland saying, thank you. Obviously, it's affecting my mental health. It will do. Dawn's then saying it's the start of a new journey, Dawn. Sometimes you need a push to get out of a situation. Yeah. Sometimes it's easier said than done, of course. But sometimes you knock on a door and it's not open to you anymore. It forces you to change something. It forces you to take concentrated action, and it can actually sometimes be a blessing in disguise. Sometimes. Easier said than done, I know. Fucking hell. I'm trying to be it, but I agree with what Dawn's just said there. Sometimes you do need that push. You tried before and had to go back, Dawn Woodland saying. You had to go back. You had to go back to that house. Let's go back to that situation. I think you're better off. I can't speak for you because I don't know your full life story, of course. Only you know that. You need to be away from that, man. Brad, you have great energy, and if the rainbow had an 8 colour, it would be you. Oh, thanks, Shelley. That's kind. Thank you. Thank you. You're really kind. Everyone else is kind to you too. Thank you. You're a beautiful soul, Dawn is saying. I agree. 1000%. Dawn Woodland saying they were also on drugs. They used to leave the door open at night and smash the kitchen up. Police came about 3 times. Dawn Woodland, that's not a safe place to be. That's not a secure life, is it? That's that's chaos. You're living amongst chaos. Turbulent chaos. Constant chaos. It's absolutely fucked by the sounds of it. You seem like a kind, conscientious, deep-thinking individual, and you deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. You need to be away from all that. And sometimes it's difficult to come away, though, isn't it? That initial coming away from something is difficult because that's all you know sometimes. It's like a familiar, it's like an uncomfortable, familiar, I can't say the bloody word, familiar, there's a familiarity, I can't say it word properly, with the toxic sometimes, if you know what I mean. It's like a familiar pain that you're used to, familiar arseholes that you're used to. It's like a routine kind of situation. And you just keep going back to it because it's what you know, it's what you do. But it's not for your best self, I'd say, based on the information that you presented. And my thoughts, of course. Anyway, Dawn said, it sounds awful, Shelley. I hope you push through this and your life improves. Don't. All right. Sorry. Sometimes we have to hit rock bottom, and then the only way is up. Yeah. Sometimes you've got to hit rock bottom, and for it to be so painful and so shit and so desperate that the only way is up. Sometimes that's it. Thanks. That's where council put me. Thanks. I'm kind and too soft sometimes. You need to be around the right people, Dawn Woodland. You need to be around the right people. Familiar. I can't say the words. Some words I can't say. Sander. Familiarity. I can't fucking say it. I'm not even going to bother. Thanks, though, Sander. Shelley's saying, I keep looking to my right. It might be to your left as the screen is, but to my right, I keep looking because the comments have stopped on here for whatever reason. They've just stopped working. Luckily, I've got this PC in front of me. And that's the truth. I've always been brought I'm Shelley saying, and that's the truth. I've been there, bought the t-shirt. I would rather sleep on the street, Shelley's saying. And I've got too much, Shelley's basically saying, I've got too much pride, self-respect to put up with that shit. What helped you, Shelley? Can I ask something, Shelley? What? You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. I don't know your full ins and outs of your story, but how did you have support with being rehoused? And how did you go about that? And if you can, share that, if possible. There's no pressure. You don't have to. If you don't feel comfortable with that, just don't do it. Please don't do it. But I think it might help with this situation that we're talking about right now. Anyway, maybe it helps. You'd know better than me in this situation. From what I know. Anyway, I can't recommend Gabro Mates. When the body says no, highly enough, if that's the case, you can be kind, but don't be too soft. Yep, you can be kind. It's what am I doing now? Jordan Peterson. It's like he's got a sword. He's got his sword, but he doesn't unsheath it. He keeps it there all the time. I'm paraphrasing Jordan Peterson. It's like you've got a sword, and anytime you can use it, but you choose not to. Choose not to. You could get the sword out and you could just chop people up. Not literally, but you could. You've got a sharp tongue. You've got that anger and that energy and that fucking self-confidence to not take any shit. But you choose not to be rude because you're strong. But you can be if you need to be. That type of logic. You're kind, but you don't take any shit. Absolutely, by the way. Absolutely. Sandy, you've got great emojis. Sorry, what was I going to say then? You've got great emojis, yes. Anyway, I'm trying to speak now. Sorry, guys. See, I'm a bit tired, like we've been talking about. And that's it. I'm doing my best. Sandy saying, nowadays, I'm kind, but I take no shit. Yeah. You've tried to be the nice person. You've been walked all over in the past. And enough's enough. Enough's enough, man. Anyway. Someone's calling Hi Dolphin. Hi Dolphin. Thank you. And then being referred to as a dolphin before. Dawn saying 100% exactly. That's what we need to aim for. Sander saying, and I give myself and my energy only to the deserving. That's a really good point, Sander. I've watched something the other day, and like, there's sometimes I'm trying to present myself in the best way I can on here in a genuine manner, of course. This is me more at my best, even though I'm tired. But in some situations, if I'm in a room with fucking ego-driven twats, let's say, ego-driven people that are a bit narcissistic, they're not kind, they're not the best, they're just nasty. what I'll do in a work setting is I'll be quiet. I won't be jokey. I won't be friendly. I won't be fucking none of that shit. I'll be quiet. I'll be civil. But they won't get me at my best. They won't get the best version of Brad. They'll get the reserved Brad, the one that's observing Brad, the Brad that's protecting himself. They won't get the Brad that's kinder and warmer and trying to cheer people up and have a bit of a laugh and a joke. Not going to get that version of me around the wrong fucking people. I'm not doing it because I know, especially when I know that they're gonna use that against me or be a bit fucking funny. So I back off. I put the hoodie on in my head. I'm good to go. I'm good to go, but I'm not so kind. I'm not so warm. Like Sandy's saying, go only give your best self and your energy to those that appreciate it. Those that appreciate it, absolutely. Fucking help you all day. Show you respect all day. But any other bullshit, it's not happening. Anyway, Fuzzy Lumpkins. Fuzzy Lumpkins. Sandy's not mad at all. I'd be careful with Sander because I'd be careful. So just, it won't be, it's not a fair fight. That's all I've got to say. It won't end well. Better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. I agree. Well, yeah, it's better to be strong. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Hope you're okay. That's what you're referring to. But it's a good example, a good way of explaining it. Dawn says, that's the one, Aaron. Sandra's saying, don't, 100% they don't. One moment, guys. Sorry, I'm having to use my PC. That's why I keep looking to the side, just to explain. Shelley's saying, yes, Brad, when my husband died, I was left in a situation I had fuck all, no mortgage paid. I got great help from society, social services. It took 2 years. My council bought me out. Wow, I'm really sorry. Oh, God, yeah. That must have been really difficult, Shelley. You did. Oh, I'm glad you got some support. That sounds really challenging, by the way. Fucking hell. Sorry, I'm just showing sympathy there the best I can. It's good that the council really helped you out there. I'm glad to hear it. Sandra's saying, Dawn, I see through bullshitting people. You do when you've been trained in it. And how do you become trained in it? You become, when you're younger, you go through it. You go through it. You see patterns. You notice shit. And sometimes people could think, he's not even said anything. Sometimes I won't say anything. I'll notice something and I won't say shit. I won't say anything. I'll just observe it. And I'm just collecting the data and in my head I'm thinking, okay, let's see where this goes. And then I notices it again. And then you just notice, I just notice it. And they think they've got away with it. They haven't, because I've already got it in the brain. Sorry, I'm going on a bit. My ego's kicked in a bit there, if I'm honest. Clear Vision. Hello, how are you? Welcome back, man. Hope you're okay. Don't say same standard. My night radar is getting pretty strong, though. You can tell. Energy doesn't lie. Dawn, you've experienced it. You've really experienced it thoroughly. Like you've done enough of it. I think you don't need to experience any more of it. You've seen enough of it, and therefore it gives you. It's forewarned is forearmed, isn't it? If you've been around narcissistic people in the past and they've got the better of you when you were younger, but you've learned from it. It's not an easy lesson, and that lesson takes years. Sometimes people never learn the lesson, but it takes years and it's painful. You just spotted in others straight away then. It's just easy to spot. Here it is, Hugh Try saying, I think I'm stuck in your live stream because your handsome face made me stay. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Fist bump to you, man. I'll take that one. Sydney's saying, when I stopped being useful for these people, they disappeared. Sydney, yeah. They can't get anything out of you. They disappeared. All right, if you've not got anything useful to us, so we're gone. They're not your friends then, are they, Sydney? They're showing you who they are. They've done you a favour by disappearing. Why do you want shit like that in your life, man? I'm not saying that you want that. You deserve better. You deserve better. I'd rather have no friends than friends like that. That's all I've got to say with that one. Thanks for sharing, by the way, Sydney. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. If we can get those likes up, that'd be really helpful. Thank you so much. Shelley saying, as of that, Brad, I work with vulnerable and elderly in 2 housings. Yeah, I remember you saying. I bet that's a very challenging but rewarding job, isn't it? Not easy, by the sounds of it. Sarah's saying, don't treat people how you want to be treated. Treat them how they want to be treated. I love that, and I agree. Treat people how they want to be treated, as long as it's reasonable and it's respectful. Like if someone says, I prefer it if you call me this name, I'll call you whatever name you want. Don't call me that name. I don't like it. I won't call it. I don't want to upset your feelings. That kind of thing. I agree. Sally's saying, Brad, as for now, everything is brilliant, thank God. Good. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Must have been a very challenging time for you, though, to say the least. I'm glad you've come out the other end as well as you have done, by the sounds of it. Don't say that. See, I'm not perfect. Don't say that's how it goes, Sydney. It's a good feeling. When those people that were using you go away. Yeah, it is. It's like a weight's being lifted off your shoulders. They're not parasites, basically, in a nutshell. Don't say saying, LOL, Sander. I sometimes question my judgment too, but too long, sorry. But I'm getting better all the time. It's good to question your judgment sometimes. I think, basically that, Dawn, is like saying, I give people benefit of the doubt. I think, they're a bit narcissistic. There's something not right there. Energy doesn't lie, of course. But then you second guess yourself, which I think sometimes is a good thing. It's like, maybe I'm being a bit harsh there. Maybe I'm misjudging them. Maybe I'm a bit tired and I'm seeing the negative too much. Could be an example of that. And you give them a chance. I think that's a good balanced way of doing it in a way. I'm on about spotting narcissists here, which is another topic, but it's an interesting one. I'll keep speaking the best I can. Anyway, Sandra's saying, I have a never better one. I heard recently Clear Vision 2005, treat people how they wanted to be treated. Okay, cool. Shelley saying, Sydney, how are you now? Good question. How are you now, Sydney? Shelley saying, how are you? Sandra saying, Dawn, I'm not perfect either, but I'll catch people out for sure. Some people are harder than others to spot. We're on about narcissists now a little bit, toxic people who can make you tired. They can. These people can drain the life out of you. They'll just take. Manipulation, charm. Sometimes they'll lure you in with gifts, or they'll try and buy you in a way, I suppose. Could be an example. And they're harder to spot than others. They're coverts. They're a bit more intelligent. They mask it very well, some people. So they're harder to spot. Or you might only have a 2-minute interaction with them, and you can only get so much information in 2 minutes, making it harder for you to spot them. So I'm going to say, don't treat people... Oh, I've read that. Sorry. The more intelligent narcs and psychopaths are difficult. Yeah, they're really, really smart ones. Some of them, some narcs, I believe, and some, let's say some narcissistic people, I think they learn a lot about like psychology, self-help books. They learn about toxic people. They learn about narcissistic people. They learn all these things while being a narc themselves, and then they try to mask their intentions with the knowledge they acquire. So they act like the yoga. One of my ex-partners, she was proper into yoga and all that shit, and she was like the spiritual guru kind of person. But she masked her narcissism very well under the guise of yoga being love. Live and let live, she used to say. Live and let live, love and all this shit. But on the other hand, she wasn't a nice person. But anyway, some people hide it well. Don't say it's also easier with strangers than people close to me. Of course. Sorry, guys, I'm reading these the best I can. I'm going to go to open comments now, guys. So let me just... type this in. I'm just slowing down a moment, guys. Sorry. Sorry, guys, I'm going quiet. Just for a minute. We'll get there. It's all good. Can I even change it on here? It is what it is. Let's end the poll. If it'll let me. End the poll. So that's the end of that. So 39% people said, last thing on this topic. So 39% of people said, do you still give your best even when you're tired? 39% said sometimes depends on my energy. 25%, but that's me, if I was honest. 25% said, honestly, I struggle with it. 22% said, always, I turn up with no excuses. I can't say I do that, if I'm honest. No, I don't. But anyway, there's no right or wrong answers. And 14% I said, I give up when I'm drained. Okay, cool. That's great. So we're going to go to open chat. I'm just going to put that on here. I think I've spoke about that as much as I can. I'll read most. I'll read all. I say read all comments, but as long as it's respectful, any bullshit, I'll have to consider, won't I? Anyway, let me go to comments. Sorry, guys. Let me just reposition myself a little bit here so I'm a bit more comfortable, because I have to keep turning to the side. This is where my PC is, and read the comments because it stopped working on my phone. Oh, it started to work. Brilliant. I can use my phone again. Great. I'm sorry, guys. I've been a bit slow here. You miss Suki and Yorick, Sander. Yeah, I've not seen them here for a while. They must be busy doing what they're doing, living their lives. It's all good. Hope they're okay. Sorry, guys. I'm going back a bit now. Anyway. It's also easier with strangers. Sorry, I've read that. Dawn, yes, some disguise it with shitty humour. Yeah, they do. Some narcissists disguise it with shitty humour. I'm only joking. Are you really? Why are you not laughing? That's a good one. If someone says they're only joking and you've not laughed, oh, you're not laughing. No one else is laughing. You're just being rude and pretending it's humour because you've been called out on it. No emotional manipulation, passive aggressive, backhanded compliments, etc., etc. And sometimes it's really difficult because your backhanded compliment, everything's like, let's say you've got a 3-hour dinner time, 3-hour dinner with somebody, and they are talking and it's all good and well. First hour's fine. And then little snippet, little backhanded compliment out of nowhere. And then it's back to normal again. Really hard to spot. And you're like, what? What did they hear that right? What did they just say? They gave me a compliment, but it was like a put down at the same time. And you can't really react in real time because you're not expecting it. It comes out of nowhere. So it's like nice for an hour, backhanded compliment, then back to nice again. And then maybe 2 hours later, a little nuancy, little put downs. That's very subtle, isn't it? Very measured way. That can be very difficult to deal with too. Anyway, Sandra's saying, Dawn, 100%. I couldn't care less about telling strangers to fuck off if they deserve it, lol. But family's a bit different, yes. It's more complex. You feel stick to your stomach, Dawn Woodland. Dawn Woodland, what are you going to do to change your situation? What are you going to do to change the situation? How are you going to implement the change? How are you going to achieve that? Can you achieve that? How are you going to, what's your next step? And I know you might feel drained, and I know you might feel tired. I'm back to topic from before. How are you going to change your situation? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I know it sounds shitty, and it's not a nice situation to be in, but what are you going to do? Anyway, I thought I'd ask. You don't have to answer if you don't want, but I'm putting it out there. Why did the dog stop surfing? The waters were too rough. Go back. Thanks for the jokes. Very light. I get it, Sander. I get it. You're right, Brad. You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. You can't give a helping hand to a clenched fist, Shelley. Absolutely not. Why did the narcissist cross the road, Dawn is saying? He thought it was a boundary. Yeah. Yeah, good one. Love it, Dawn. Good joke. Anyway, what was I going to say then? I don't know where Duke is. I don't know where Yorick is. I hope they're okay. No idea. Saying, I'm doing fine. Thank you. Thanks for asking, everyone. No worries, Sydney. You're more than welcome here, by the way. Whereabouts are you from, Sydney, if you don't mind me asking? And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Again, you don't have to answer if you don't want. These things happened a long time ago, but it changed me as a person. They also spread lies and rumor about me also. So you're the scapegoats, you're the black sheep, or you're the, as they said, in the flying monkeys after you, Sydney, in a way. I've been there, man. Honest to God, I've been there. I remember being in a nightclub once, long time ago, and I'd changed as a person, but I was still in and around that world a little bit. And I was on a night out, and I remember like 4 groups of people, all individually like not being happy with me. They attacked me a little bit. They were dismissive towards me. They were a bit, tell me to fuck off. And like I was a bad person. And I hadn't done anything wrong. I was just starting to stick up for myself. I was starting to, I was just not taking any shit anymore. I was starting to have a voice and starting to like have a bit of confidence, and I changed as a person in a really good way. But these people were used to me being this nice guy that they could walk all over. And I'd stopped allowing that. I stopped changing that. And they weren't happy with who I'd become. And these 4 different groups of people all got me in one night. It was weird. I remember going to a house after the club as well. And usually I'd end up going to a house somewhere to drink and do other things that you shouldn't do. But they wouldn't even let me in the house. It was a really strange night. It was a New Year's Eve that year. What year was it? I can't remember. 2009 or something like that. I remember not being allowed into a lot of places. They wouldn't let me into 2010 it might have been, actually. I forget. But a lot of people weren't happy with me. And I think there was rumours about me as well. They weren't happy with who I'd become anyway. They're like, you've changed. We don't like the new you. We don't like that new you who can't walk all over. We don't like that new you who's not taking any shit. We don't like that new you who's trying to make a better life for themselves. We don't like it. We want you to be the old Brad. We want you to be the people pleaser Brad, the doormat Brad. We want you to be weak, and they won't like it. So Sydney, yes, I've been there in my own way. Of course, your story's different to mine. Don't bother saying all the stress and worry. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a lot. To help alleviate the stress and worry is action towards what you want, and trying. Might be sending an email to someone. It might be making a phone call. It might be trying to branch out to something better. Even if you get refused, even if you don't get anywhere, it's trying to make things better. Anyway, Sandra says, Sydney, I'm sorry that it happened, but happy for you too, and it made me stronger and more wise. Yeah, it's shit, but it makes you stronger. It gets you to where you need to be. But when you're going through it at that moment, it feels different, of course. An old narcissistic friend did this big smear campaign against me, making me look like a bad person and them like a victim. Yeah, been there as well. Because they can't control you anymore. They can't do anything. They can't control you. They can't manipulate you. So then they go to that. They go to that, Sydney. And Dawn's saying, I've been there, Sydney. I stood up for my auntie, and her bullshit. Then all of a sudden, I'm taking drugs, sleeping with married men. She's a nut job. Wow. Because you stopped taking shit off her. Then she made you out to be this twisted, evil person. I think I've got a lot of people that I used to know. Some of them are still okay with me. I don't see them anymore. But some of them, they just think I'm a piece of shit. They think I'm a bad person, a bad guy. I never was a bad person. I was always a kind person. I was a bit lost, but I wasn't a horrible person. But some people made me out to be bad, I think. They really did. Because I changed. Because I worked on myself. Because I got stepped away. It can be quite a messy time. It taught you a lot, though, in Sydney. That's brilliant. You've learned from it. You've learned from it, man. Dawn Woodland saying, I need hugs. Sending Dawn Woodland some love and respect. Sorry, I can't give you a real hug. A physical hug, but I'm really sorry, Dawn Woodland. I want you to make... It's not to me, it's up to you, of course. I want you to create... I want you to live a happier life. I want you to have a roof over your head. I want that for you. Amongst other things. But you've got to want that too, of course. I hope that you find what you're looking for. Shelley said, Sydney, the only thing you can control is how you respond to them. You can't control that. It takes time to learn that sometimes. Anyway, I keep speaking the best I can. Sandra's saying, Sydney, typical. When they can't manipulate you, they will try to create false narratives about you. Sydney saying, wow, Dawn, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Hugs for Dawn. I've got a question to everybody, especially the mods and the members, of course. Do I start to speak about narcissism more? Because it seems to come up quite a lot. Do I do more on that? I think it's an interesting topic. I think it's an important topic. It does actually manifest itself a lot of the time, and I can understand the reasons why. Do I do more of that? Create a series about narcs, do it like a 2-month series or something like that at a regular point on a Sunday, for example, every Sunday, so long, and see how that goes. And also another question, I'm asking a few questions here. Do I do Sunday mornings or Sunday evenings? Maybe evenings might be better. Citizen saying, yes, Shelley and Sandra, there's nothing you can do about that, really. I lost my whole friend group because of the lies and smearing my name. You're better than that, though, Sydney, by the sounds of it. Hyman Shug, hi. I'm not a blood or a crip. I'm not a gang member in America, mate. I'm English. I'm not into that. That's not for me. That's basically a prison and gang-related thing, isn't it? Crip and the Bloods. I am neither. I don't know. No thanks, man. Why older men want to date our beautiful 20-year-old females? Sansu's saying. Probably because they're attracted to them, I'd say. That's probably why. Good for you for standing up for yourself, though. Absolutely, towards Sydney from Sand, absolutely. Who needs friends? Who needs enemies when you got friends like that? Absolutely, Sander. Don't say she's absolutely awful. Everyone thinks she's a lovely wee woman. Yeah, until you call her out of bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, that's that persona that's presented by some narcissists as well. The holier-than-thou appearance, Dawn. Butter wouldn't melt. They're lovely. They're better. They're too good to be true a lot of the time. These people. Typical narc, Sander saying. Zero accountability, as always. So they're saying, that's what I'm saying, Sander. In the end, I realised they were never my friends to begin with and lured me in with gifts and compliments, etc. It was fake. Fucking Sydney, absolutely speaking my language there, man. Really, really are. Luring you in. Basically, it's a form of love bombing, but in a friendship manner, isn't it? Luring in with gifts and compliments. Oh, you're amazing. You fucking blah, 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 blah. blowing smoke up your ass in a nutshell to hook you in. At least you've seen through it. Some people don't learn this lesson, Sydney. They just stay where they are. Sounds saying it's real, Sander. Yeah, it happens in life, I'd say. Shelley saying, Dawn, I'm glad you called me out on a bullshit. I hope things are better with you now. Dawn saying, yeah, I caught her lying and she put her fingers in her ears and stamped her feet like a child, going la, la, la. I was like, what the fuck? Wow. Is that your brother's sister, Dawn? No, your brother's sister. Oh, no. Sorry, Dawn, I've completely said that wrong. Is that your dad's sister? Is that your dad's sister, the auntie? Thought I'd ask. They were mean and dismissive, but disguised it with jokes. Yep. Stop sugar dadding our generation of... Who are you saying that to, Sanju? I'm not sugar daddying anybody. I don't do that. I wouldn't ever do... Me, as I'm thinking about... I'm 43 years old, and you've got 20-year-olds. The emotional maturity difference is huge. So I couldn't really psychologically be aligned with that, if I'm honest. So no, I don't do those things. And I don't even need to justify myself with that, Sanzu. Seems strange for you to say that. Anyway, I haven't really presented any of those behaviours, have I? Ever. So I don't do that weird shit. I always think of, I've got a niece who's about fucking 17, 18. She's 18, actually. Bloody hell, time was quick. I think she's a kid. Not for me, that. It's just, no. Leave the children, leave the young people alone, I say. I don't want to be a creep. Not for me. Anyway, Donald's saying, I haven't spoken to her for years. Well, great for you. Infantile and a bit pathetic, to be honest. That gives me the ick, Sandra's saying. Anyway, Sandu, see you in a bit. I was so shocked. I was like, what the fuck just happened? It's true. When my old night friend gave me gifts, huge gifts, it almost felt competitive. He made sure that other people saw the big gifts he made me. Yet it never felt as if it was coming from the heart. It's like, basically, there's a term saying, I'm going to put you in my pocket. Putting you in his pocket. Anyway, Sanders then saying, I have no time for people who are hot and cold, Jekyll and Hyde type of people. Yep. You don't know where you stand. You don't know where you stand. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. And anyone who wants to continue the conversations later on can do. I do have Discord available for members. If you want to check that out, you can do. Just check on the links on my channel. Anyway, don't say, yes, Sydney, it's just for the sake of giving. It's never just for the sake of giving. No. It's gift giving with an attack. And also, a lot of the time, it's like gift giving, but it's got like an attachment to it, but you don't know what that attachment is. It's like, it's conditional. It's a transactional, conditional giving of a gift. It's like, I'm giving you something, but I want something back from you, but I'm not going to tell you what that is. So you think, oh, nice one, gift. But it's the trap. Not saying that everyone that gives gifts does that. Some people just give gifts genuinely, which is this is absolutely fine, different. But some people, narcissists will do that, yes. It's a trap, isn't it? Don't say same. Who are you? Make up your mind. Are you Jekyll or you Hyde? Which one are you? Some people will never answer that one, Dawn. Shelley saying, Dawn, you can't get lower than this. You can start again, only making the steps, the small steps sometimes. Cat and Dog Lover, welcome back. How are you? Hi to you too. Hi to you too. Timmy says hello. Hope you're... I read your message. You're saying about you struggling with your exams. Hope you'll get there. Keep going. I didn't have a chance to reply because I've done the live. But I hope you're doing okay with your exams, or just keep going. I know it's not easy. They're never easy. It will come to an end, though. You'll get there. Santa saying, Sydney, oh my God, recently I had an epiphany and I realised I didn't want or need any presents for some certain people. I'd rather have respect. They can give lovely gifts to compensate for the shitty behaviour, Sandra's saying, I think. Behaviourisms, yes. Shelley's saying, Brad, that was terrible. Glad you came out of that. Yeah, God. I remember one night. It was weird. I had like 4 different groups of people. I used to know a lot of people, believe it or not, within demographics of what I lived in the club scene, in the drug scene. I was well known to an extent within a local area. Whoopie-doo. It's all superficial shit, most of it, toxic shit. But a lot of them were not happy with me, man. They were fucking not happy with me. I was getting shit off a lot of different people, getting shunned by a lot of people. People just telling me off. They were having a go at me, if you know what I mean. And it was weird because it happened within a few hours. It's weird. And there must have been a smear campaign against me as well to back that up. I was definitely being bad-mouthed. And a lot of it wasn't fair. A lot of it wasn't fair. It was part of the growth process, though. It was part of it. But I didn't realise that at the time. He was out till late till last night. So was I. Was out till 3:30 morning, which is not like me nowadays. That's why I didn't join last night. Cat and dog lover, I wasn't on last night. So don't worry. You don't have to explain yourself, by the way, either. You don't have to justify not being on here. No one does. I'd never expect that out of anyone. I don't want to be that person that guilt trips people for not going on a live. That'd be awful. Only come on if you want to come on. Or if you want to come on, come on. If you don't, you don't. And you don't have to feel guilty about either decision. That's my philosophy anyway on how to be. So please don't feel bad, cat and dog lover. You don't need to feel bad. Can I ask you about my boss, Rob? Go for it. Nice to meet you, by the way. Go for it. Standing saying, don't. I work with some people who are mean to me, but nice to me. Nice too. And once I stand up for myself, they go to just nice, but I never trust them again. Absolutely. Standing saying, I do give chances, but I'm not stupid. Hi, Yorick. It's good to give chances, Sander. Hi, Yorick. We was thinking about you. I hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you on here again, of course. Once the bridge is burnt, that's it. Once people have shown you exactly what they are consistently, and you're disappointed by that behaviour, and there's no reasoning with them. It's like, I'm trying to reason with you. I'm trying my best. I'll meet you our fucking way here. Come to the table. Let's have a reasonable conversation. I just want to be friends. I just want to be friendly. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I want to be decent. I want to be a good person. But you're not coming you're not coming towards the table. You're not fucking meeting me halfway here. That bridge is burnt because they're just going to carry on being a whatever they are towards you. There's no point. You can't reason with unreasonable, can you? Obviously, you can't fucking do it. Don't waste your time and your energy on it. Again, going back to, you're going to feel tired. It's going to be really tiring. Got to protect your energy. You've only got so much energy, especially as you get older. You've got less energy as you get older. Usually, that's just the way of getting older, isn't it? So you've got to protect your energy even more. And one of the best ways to waste your energy is with a narcissist or a toxic individual. Anyway, Shelley saying, Sander, I'd rather have roses in my vase than diamonds on my neck from horrible people. You'd rather have roses in your vase than diamonds on my neck from horrible people. That's very wise. That's a good way of saying it, Shelley. Thanks for sharing. Sidney saying, yes, Sander, I believe that's what it's all about. They have to make gifts so people stick around and don't leave them. Kind of like making people feel guilty to coerce you to do things for them. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. So Yorick saying, Sander, Dawn, Brad, fist bump Yorick. How's it going? Dawn saying, yeah, there's Yorick. Yeah. Hi, Shelley, Yorick saying. You were missed. You absolutely. So Shelley says hi to you. Yorick. Sander saying, Sydney, oh my God, you've nailed it. Like, I don't need your presence, mate. Give me bare minimum, which is respect. Yeah. It's knowing what you want as well. Dawn, you can now go live now. When is the premiere of Scrappy live stream, Blockbuster? You can go live on your phone now after 50 subs. Yeah. It changed. It really changed my first 6 months. As I said before, it took me 6 months to get to 50 subs. I was so slow to begin with. I had no knowledge of YouTube. I was fucking going in blind as fuck. I was just doing my best. Wasn't used to be on the camera. I was just making edited videos a lot of the time, or I was doing lives on my PC. Honest to fucking God, 10 of them, no one were watching. I'd like to be speaking to myself for an hour. And then when I got to 50 subs, I could use my phone, and it started to open up. I got more traffic. So it's a good way of doing it. It's not for everybody though, but it's a good way of doing it, in my opinion. Sandra's laughing at Scrappy, showing the emoji of Scrappy. I like the emoji of Scrappy. It's working very well. Don't say I need to work out how Yorick, but definitely soon. Yeah, find a way. Keep it simple. You learn as you go along, basically. So I'm saying, oh, tonight's live feels good like old times on here. Love it. Oh, glad to hear that, Sander. Scrappy's lovely, absolutely. I love Jack Russell's as well. Shall I say I think so? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. Don't say Scrappy is lying upside down on the couch sleeping after his beach day. I could cry. He's so cute. He is very cute. You're saying Don't Ruin should have been called Scooby. Then it would have been Scooby and Scrappy, like the cartoon. So I'm saying, Brad, I love the topics of narcissism. Maybe do a sequel, Brad. I think I will. I think I'm going to do it. I've been thinking about it anyway. And maybe just do that on a Sunday. I don't know. I'm trying to think of ideas. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will. It's a really popular topic, and it gets people out of the abusive situation. Don't say, right, so Dawn and Sander have said that. I'm doing it then. Let me just plan it. I'm going to plan it. I'm going to sort it out. Octavius. Hi, Octavius. Hope you're okay, Octavius. My name's Brad, by the way. I'm 19 and I'm finally learning how to leave my shitty past, which was academic failure behind, but my mother keeps reminding me of it and then yelling at me. That's awful. You've had academic failure, but at least you tried. Can you not go again with academics? Just because you failed something doesn't mean it's the end, does it, Octavius? I'm sorry that your mum's doing that to you. Can you add more context to the story that you've shared? What you're doing going forwards? I like to ask that question. Also, this might be a bit tough love for me here, guys. I'm sorry if it is, but actually, I'm not sorry that it is sometimes. And if you've got a problem, okay, and you're not happy with your life, whatever that is, but then you keep sounds harsh, this, and it's really bothering you. It's fucking bad, right? Some things you can't change, and it's just one of those things. But some things, like, I'm not happy with my life, blah, 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 blah. You need to do something about it. It's okay to vent. It's okay to share your problems. But it gets to a point where it's like ownership. What are you going to do to change the situation? This is tough love a little bit. I'm sorry, but it's tough love. What are you going to do? What are you going to fucking do about it? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to... Some people I work with, they moan all day. They moan, and then they moan some more. And some of those moanings are they moan, okay? And they're really justified. It's like, I agree. You're absolutely correct. That is absolutely shit. That is absolutely bang out of order. You are 1,000% correct with what you're saying. But they've been saying this for 10 years or how long it is. Fucking honestly, all day, every day. It's like, what are you doing about it? You're just not doing anything about it. And it comes to a point where you're like, talking about it more and more and more is not going to change anything. It's going to end up stuck. Anyway, might sound a bit tough there, but I think it's good to make baby steps towards things. I know it's not always easy. No filter, I'm ignoring you. Dawn saying so many people are stuck thinking everything is their fault and need enlightenment. Some people are stuck because they think everything's their fault. they feel guilty, etc., etc. Some people are like that, Dawn. Some people are the polar opposite, where they don't. The people that need to feel guilty don't, and the people that don't need to feel guilty, people that don't need to feel guilty too much for things they shouldn't do. I agree. Whenever I received gifts from narcissistic people, I was indebted to them without ever asking for gifts to begin with. Yeah, traps, mate. Traps. As we've talked about before. Zuki, welcome back to the channel. Zuki, hope you're okay. Thanks for the support, by the way. Not seen you for a while. Hope you're okay. Can I say, I've started, God, I can't even remember, man. My mind's gone. I've started my Discord, and you remember, so you're more than welcome to join the Discord. If you want, all you need to do is click on the link on my channel, and then I'll accept you onto the Discord. There's myself, Sandra, and Dawn on there at the moment. You don't have to if you don't want to, by the way, but it's an option if you do want to. So I thought I'd just let you know. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all doing well too. Sandra saying, Octavia, stand up for yourself and tell us to stop bringing it up. Yeah, if you can, put some boundaries in place, Octavius. Dawn and Sandra have missed Zuki, of course. Zuki saying, oh, what a welcome there. Haha, and you lovely people too. Dawn saying, oh my God, yes, Dawn. Rob, Depression Talk, Brad Chat, hi Depression Talk, how are you? Hi Rob, hope you're okay. Sandra saying hello DT. Shelly saying hi to Zuki. How are we all? We're good. Been speaking about making the best out of being tired, but now we're just going to open chat. It's all good. We're good. All our OG gang is back here tonight. Thanks, Sander. Octavia saying it's just too difficult to shut her up. Oh God, as well. You're 19. You're still young. You're still under your parents' roofs. It's really difficult. You're dealing with a lack of toxic parenting to an extent. I don't know the full story though, Octavius. So I can imagine it's fucking challenging. I don't share more about your story if you can, so I can answer it the best I can. I don't have all the answers, but I'll try my best, Octavius. If you want, share a bit more, but you don't have to. I'm just trying to understand the situation a bit more. Question to Octavius, I suppose, would be, let me think. What's your relationship with your dad? What's your relationship with your mum? Is there positives from your mum and your dad? And what was the reason why? What was the context of you failing your academics? What happened? What occurred? What are your plans going forward? You're still young, so you've got time. So Zuki saying, not too bad, all considered, close to getting back to work. Amazing, Zuki. Fucking get in. Should be a week or two away now. Then we'll work up to full time over 2 months. How are you though? That's great, Zuki. Basically financial freedom. Therefore, you already know this. Therefore, your own place. Amazing. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good news, by the way. Sandra saying, Octavius, you made me laugh. Dawn's taking us to go and feed the horses. I can't. Okay, let's go. I wish we could, actually. That'd be interesting. Zuki's saying, hi to Shelley. Sandra saying, oh, wow, Zuki, yeah, that's exciting. Good for you. Pace yourself. I'm good, Zuki. Went to sleep at 4 a.m. I went to sleep at 4 a.m. as well after that Prodigy concert. It was fucking amazing, man. Oh, it was good. Prodigy are top live. The crowd were fucking bouncing, mate. They were bouncing. Most people were stood up dancing. Most people in the whole concert were stood up dancing. I've never seen so much crowd engagement at a concert. The Prodigy were amazing. I know they missed Keith Flint, who is a loss to the show as well, a loss to society as well. Anyway, that's another topic. But it was so good. but I didn't get home till late. So that's why I'm tired. But anyway, I'm doing my fucking best. It's all good. It's all good. It's rental hunting time. Absolutely, Zuki. That's amazing. Zuki says, Sander, oh, how come? Hope you get to catch up on it tonight. Hope to sleep, yes. So I'm saying we've been to London, Wembley to the Prodigy concert. Yeah, it was great. Sander's saying, so Brad drove all night. Yeah, I drove. It's 200 miles there, 200 miles back. Of course I didn't drink. Fuck that. I wouldn't have been able to do it. Undercover's being rude, but I'm ignoring you. Stevie, I don't. I used to say, I never took opiates. No, I never took heroin. I didn't dare go near it. I don't do that anymore. I don't drink or anything. I'm not wired at all. This is not wired. If you know drugs, this is not wired, for God's sake. Narcs are the worst, Dawn Woodland saying. I agree. Really high energy concert, yes it was. Why am I bald? Because I am. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thanks, Santa. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. Thank you for all your support. It means a lot. It really helps the channel. It's free. It's all good. Thank you. Aaron, Brad, I won't like to debate you. Depends what it's about, Aaron. What would you like to debate about? You're just lonely and lost. Sorry, Dawn Woodland. I want you to have your own place. I want you to be happy. Shelley saying, Jesus, Brad, that's fucking awful. I'm so sorry they did that to you. You good God, I'm not joking. That's after upsetting me. Oh, it's all right. It was years ago, that, Shelley. I was around a lot of toxic people and they wanted to manipulate and control me, and I stopped allowing that to happen. I was a lot younger then. I was in my early 20s. And I was growing. I was changing, and they didn't like the new me, so it's all good. You've joined the Discord, Zuki. Thanks. Oh, I'm really glad. Thank you. I've not accepted you on. It's the general chat, hashtag general chat, where me, Dawn, and Sandra are at the moment. It's only early days. I've only got the one chat room. I need to accept you first, though, Zuki, onto the Discord because you remember. Thanks for the support, by the way. So I'll add you on there. Once I finish this live, I'll add you on there. So thank you. Thanks, Zuki. Thank you so much. Cindy's saying, how can you tell the difference between NPD or people that have narcissistic tendencies? I can usually tell by, sometimes if I walk into a room, someone's larger than life. They're larger than life, charismatic. I'm not saying that all those people are always bad, because that won't be fair. But I think, someone's a bit off there. Too good to be true, mate. Too good to be true. Someone that never takes accountability. Someone that's slagging other people off a lot. Someone that's putting other people down, joking at other people a lot. Someone that tells me, I've done this, I've done that. I used to do this. I'm great at this, I'm great at that. There's a grandiose sense of self. They're always fucking going on about how good they are and what they've done. And there's nothing wrong with saying, I'm good at this, I'm good at that. It's having a bit of confidence. But most people will say a little bit of it, they won't say loads of it, but they're always going on and on and on about it. I know this person, I know that person. They'll be nice to the fucking boss, but they'll be rude to the cleaner. Big sign, thinking, no, that's not a good person. Energy as well. If you're intuitive, emotionally intelligent, therefore sensitive, you can pick up on subtle nuances sometimes. Also, another one is someone who's really selfish. Someone who's super, we're all a bit selfish. We've all got self-interest. We're humans. That's what we do. That's my opinion anyway. But some people are super selfish on the back of others. So they'll walk all over anyone just to get ahead. That type of thing. There's a lot more to that as well. That's a few of them. Shelley saying, don't forget to subscribe, press the like button. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Let's see what Brad says. What have you said? Sorry, Aaron. You'd like to debate me about what? Whatever topic he wants. Can narcissists change? Can narcissists change, Aaron? Can narcissists change to anyone else too? Can a narcissist change? A toxic narcissist change? That's just one on topic about what we've been talking about. Anyway, I'll read the comments best I can. Sandy, did you get a babysitter for Timmy when you went to the concert? He wanted to go and he was pissed off that he didn't get to go. Timmy says hi, by the way. Timmy says hello. Don Woodland saying, yeah, that's what he's done, and others as well. No way can I be out Thursday. Not enough time. Zanzu, you mad, bro? Are you young? You sound very young, Zanzu. Maybe it's not for you, this content. I don't know. I'm not mad. I'm definitely not mad. We're chilling here. My content is about real conversations. It's about working through trauma. It's about, yeah. Come on, get it. It's all right. Oh, there you go. Don't be sorry. It's fine. You do you. Yeah. So it's about deeper conversations. It's about working through problems. It's about owning your shit. It's about being honest with yourself. It's about growing through the suffering, whatever that might be. That's what my channel's about. Am I mad? No. Oh, I'm not mad. You might interpret me to be mad though, and that could be your opinion. If you think I'm mad, why am I mad? I'm open to listening to some context there, but anyway. Shelley's saying, Brad, you are dead right. If you keep focusing on certain things, you will never get ahead. Yeah. If you go, fucking hell, this is shit. 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 I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Fucking hell, this is shit. A week's gone. A month's gone. Same fucking thing. This is shit, this is shit, this is shit. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. This is not fair, this is not fair, this is not fair. A year later, 2 years later, you're still saying it. All your energy is going on what's shit. What are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? Because, and it's very addictive, I suppose, and that's what people do. I've done it myself sometimes. You have to, you don't have to, you can do whatever you want to your life. But if you want to change things, you can't keep chucking your thoughts and your energy on what's not right. You gotta think, what can I do? How can I change my situation? I hate my job, it's fucking shit. And you might be right. What are you going to do to change it? Is my point. Anyway, you don't have to agree with me, by the way. He's out in the kitchen blaring out music and eating boozing. Dawn, you need to get away from that person. You need to get away. That's your choice. Hope that you can find a way through that. You're saying, how do you do the thing with... How you do the thing with my name highlighted? Don't know what that means. Sorry, Yorick. You're saying, what's this all about? I've been scrolling. Hi, Yoda. I love Yoda, the character in Star Wars. My name's Brad. And I was talking about making the best of being tired, really. How do you deal with being tired? Do you keep going when you're tired? And I was talking about those things, but right now I've gone to open chat. We've gone to talking a bit about narcissism, amongst other things. Keith Flint, I've mentioned, obviously, what you've just mentioned there, because it's related to the concert I went to last night. Obviously, he's still not alive with us anymore, but I went to see the Prodigy yesterday. It was really good. But we're open chat. We're going with the flow. Shelley saying, Sydney, don't ever let a soul in the world tell you that you can't be exactly who you are. You're brave enough to be yourself. Absolutely, Shelley. Very kind of you to say. Kalisha saying hi. Hi, Kalisha. Kaliash. Kailash, is it? Kailash, Anna. Kailash, Anna. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Brad. You listen, Keith from Prodigy? Yeah. I'm sad that I didn't get to see him live. I'm sad that he's still not alive, actually. I think he was a nice man. Sad. Anyway. Chorik saying, is he the one that sings Firestarter? Yes. Drink more water, saying 500 cigarettes and dinner with Jay-Z. I'll have the 500 cigarettes. I'm fine. Derek saying with the spark here, yeah, Keith Flint. He was good, yes. That's just NPD. Narcissistic personality disorder. Yoda, what do you know about that? NPD. He was absolutely amazing. I thought so too. A lot of energy. You should have seen the crowd, Yoda. It was bouncing. Honest to God, I was in the seats at the side, the Wembley Arena, and obviously got people standing. And you've got a circle of people moving around, a big circle of people, and it was just bouncing. The people were just bouncing. There were loads, hundreds of people, thousands of people were just jumping up and down. And they had young people, old people, middle-aged people all there as well, mixture of ages. I've never seen. That's the best. I've said this already. Sorry, guys, but it's the best crowd engagement I've ever seen at a concert. Really good. You can't change a narcissist. You're saying. I don't think you can. I don't think. Is it possible? Maybe. It's very difficult. I said, okay, interesting. Can we first agree with what a narcissist is and what you classify as toxic? Toxic narcissist is someone who never admits they're wrong. They're in it to win it. They use people. They manipulate people. They manipulate situations. They never take accountability. They're never, ever in the wrong, Aaron. They're never in the wrong. They use people to climb the ladder, whatever they do. And then discard them when they're no longer useful. They lack empathy. They can't see other people's perspectives. They bully and belittle people to put themselves down. They gaslight others. So basically, instead of admitting their own faults, they blame other people or other situations all the time. You always saying a narcissist will only use people who can reflect themselves in a particular light. They will never appreciate others and will be admirable in public, but and toxic to the ones who love them. Great point, Yoda. Bang on. Bang on. That's another point there, Aaron. You're here to hang out and chill. You're more than welcome here, Yoda. Nice to meet you, by the way. Joyce saying, I'm the trouble starter, pumpkin instigator, and the fear addicted, the danger illustrated. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. Yes. That's the one. Shelley saying, you are very wise, Yoda. Yes. Yep. Displaying that with what you've just written, Yoda. My name's Brad, by the way. Yoda, nice to meet you. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. Got a cup there. I've got the t-shirt on as well. My channel t-shirt. I've not worn it for a while. I talk about a variety of things. I like to mix it up a little bit. We do talk about narcissism quite a bit on here. I talk about personal growth. I reflect on things in life, making the best of life when you're tired. I've talked about that today. Speak about other things too. It's all about really trying to make sense of the world, trying to become the best version of yourself, growing through the suffering, as imperfect as that is. I don't know everything, Yoda. Of course I don't. But I speak honestly and openly as I can, and as genuinely as I can. Yep. And I don't have any time for bullshit, really. Not. I don't mind joking sometimes, don't get me wrong, but it's like I try to. What else was I going to say then, Yoda? Sorry, I'm going on a bit. I try to be useful, for fuck's sake. Try to have depth and quality to what I say as best as I can. I'm trying to improve my communication style and delivery of my content as genuinely as I fucking can. And that's what my channel's about. Anyway, in a nutshell. I'm saying, okay, I believe they can change if there is motivation associated with consequence, which forces them into a rabbit hole of self-awareness. Otherwise, they will not see an issue and deflect. You believe they can change if there's motivation. Yeah, if there's something in it for them. Would that just be temporary, though? If you force them into a rabbit hole, so they've cornered and they've no other choice but to change, if it's probably in their best interests, maybe they would, just to get themselves out of that situation. But once they've got themselves out of that, let's say, situation, I think they'd revert back to that and self-awareness. Otherwise, they will not see an issue and deflect. So a good point, great point. Would they ever truly do that? Or would they just if they were smart enough, they'd manipulate the way out of the situation? It's like, I'm a good guy now. I'm a good guy now. How do I become a good guy? I need to be a good guy to get out of the situation. Now I'm cornered. I'm fucking cornered. I'm a narcissist. I can't. I'm going to jail if I don't change this. Right. I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna tell them everything they want to hear. I'm gonna be who they want me to be. And once I've got out of this situation, then I'm gonna go back to what I was. Maybe that's the way I'd see it anyway. You're just saying, thanks for sharing, by the way, Aaron. You're just saying we are only here to experience life and better ourselves. I agree. You're the hard school of life I believe in, which involves heavy emotions, doesn't it? Therefore, suffering to an extent. We're here to experience life and better ourselves. And that doesn't mean, grow through the suffering in a nutshell. Become higher vibrational, Yoda, to an extent, I would say. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. You don't have to agree with everything I say, by the way, because everyone's got their own perspectives and their own points of view. Don't worry, cat and dog love it. It's all good. You didn't. Don't be sorry. You don't need to be sorry. What did you do last night? Were you working or did you go out? Did you have a nice night? Do you want to say, have you had many narcissistic people in your life? Yes, I have, Yoda. Definitely. And I've been outwitted when I was younger. I've been absolutely run ragged. I've been absolutely outwitted, outsmarted, outplayed. I've been completely cut by narcissists in the past. They've completely got the better of me when I was younger. Honestly, Yoda, they fucking done me. Straight away, done. But if I didn't have those hard lessons, I learned the hard way, I wouldn't be able to deal with them now. I spot them a lot easier now. I limit my interactions with them now. They tend to stay away from me now. So sometimes those interactions with narcissists can actually, like you said before, experiencing life and growing through that experiences, narcissists play a really important role in a way for us to achieve that. That's that kind of the yin and yang type of thinking, isn't it? Sometimes the bullies or the perpetrators are the ones that you need in your life to become stronger, to grow. Is a way of looking at it. Therefore, finding meaning in the suffering. Shelley's saying you're in control of your own worries. Not everything that wears you down is yours to carry. Yes. Sometimes it doesn't belong to you. Don't carry other people's heavy burdens. I need to remind myself of that one, Shelley. Thanks for sharing. Sandra's saying, I believe that the change will be temporary, but they'd go back to their old ways. If you challenge them, they change on a temporary basis. I believe that too. If you're truly narcissistic, toxically, I don't know if they change, man. Maybe I'm being a bit negative with that. There could be some instances where people do change. I'd like to think that, but you're chilling outside in the cold. What are you doing out in the cold, cat and dog lover? And where do you live as well? Sandra's asking. I feel narcissistic behavior traits get confused with narcissism itself. I think they can do sometimes. Someone could behave in a certain way once and someone could just label them as a narcissist unfairly, let's say. Real consequences for a narcissist would be loss of the relationship. Also, another consequence for a narcissist would be you're never going to have a truly loving relationship with anyone because you can't have a true relationship with yourself. So how the fuck are you going to have a true relationship with anyone? They never find deep connections. It's all superficial. It's all fucking surface based. It's never deep. It's never true. It's all false persona, isn't it? Masks that they portray, and there is a chance they will try and manipulate to get what they want. Yeah, absolutely. But there are scales. It's not black and white. Yeah, it's not just good guy, bad guy, Aaron. Yeah, true. It's not that simple. Not always. Sometimes it's in between, isn't it? There's a grey area in there somewhere. Sandra, that's a bit of a personal information. I was out at a pub. No worry, cat and dog lover. It's all good. You don't need to share if you don't want to. It's all good. We do. And another one, Yoda, if you're still there, is do we all have narcissistic traits? We do, in my opinion. We have a bit of narcissism in all of us as humans, as people. And a little bit of healthy, let's say I'll call it healthy narcissism, can be a good thing. In my opinion. Gives you that I can do this attitude. I'm not taking any shit kind of attitude. But you don't go too far with it if you've got healthy narcissism. You think, oh, I don't want to upset that person. I'm trying to be a good person. I can put myself in another person's shoes. I'll take accountability. I'll act. I'll go for something, but you'll measure it a little bit. A true narcissist will just they know what they want. They're going to get what they want, and they'll do whatever they can to attain that. And if it means walking over 10 people, they'll walk over 10 people. Anyway, Shelley saying, Sandy, you're right. If you challenge them, it is only temporary. Simple as that. Yeah. Absolutely shattered now. Go to bed. Good night, cat and dog lover. Good night. Anyway. A true narc is always in it to win it. Personal gain and benefit. Always. Always. Yeah. Anyway. Trying to say they show up as manipulators, triangulators. Triangle meaning three points of the triangle. Never their fault. Professional victims and a complete lack of true self-awareness. They might have some knowledge of self-awareness, but they don't really apply it. It doesn't have any quality or any depth to it. It's just artificial, superficial. It's almost like sometimes affirmations do this, like there's no depth to it. There's no meaning to it. It was 70 degrees out. That's quite warm for England, I'd say. Anyway, can you put the fan on? You know what I'm saying? We do, but aware people try very hard not to. Yes, I agree, Yoda. We try not to. We try to become better than that. We try to become more open-minded, to more understanding, to more loving. We're becoming higher vibrational, basically. In a way of wording that. That is true, Sydney's saying. I hate narcissistic people. For every minute they make you angry, you lose a minute of happiness. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I've got BPD, borderline personality disorder. What's that like for you then, Yoda? Again, you don't have to share if you don't want to. How did you find out you had it? And what does that mean for you? How does it present in your life? You going to bed at 8:10? No, thanks, cat and dog lover saying it's too early for you. 14 degrees out now. So I think once you believe a narc has changed, they always have to show true colours and prove you otherwise. Yeah, you can think, oh, they're back to good now. You think, oh, they're all right. They're all right now. And you can think, oh, everything's good now. They're being nice again. They're actually all right. Oh, I feel really bad for judging them the other day. They didn't deserve that. They're actually a good person. The heart's in the right place. That's a good one. The heart's in the right place. Like, no shit, still alive. The heart's in the right place. And then they're nice again. You think, oh, it's all coochie coo. It's all good. Everything's good in the hood. And it might be for a month, maybe 2. And then they snap. And then they're back to their old ways. True colours come out. Was Mr. Gold a bit of a narcissist? Remember, he used to say he's golden and perfection. I think Mr. Gold was a one-trick pony, Yorick, and he run out of bloody steam. He run out of steam, did that lad. There's only so much. He probably bored him. He probably just acquired too much gold and fucking bored himself. Must have got bored of saying the same thing over and over again. Anyone that's watching, we're just talking about some guy that was called Mr. Gold. That was his character's his YouTube name, and he's just showered people with digital gold over and over and over and over again. I think he got bored. He must have got bored of it. Probably doing something else now. He's moved on to better things. Yorick. I feel language is so important. Like you said, we all trait to something, whether it's narcissism or depression, etc. Yeah, we do. We do. Aaron. Shelley saying, Sander, I fell for that once. Never again will I never change. It's part of who they are. No, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Golden blessings to all from Yorick. Yorick's taking Mr. Gold's place there. He's carrying on the golden tradition there. It's called law bombing, Brad. Love bombing. So he said, my mum is a narc, so I was conditioned to tolerate a bad behaviour. I'm essentially a perfect target for the narcs, most of my early to mid-20s. Fucking hell, Sydney, you sound like you've been through the ringer there. How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking? Sounds like you've not had an easy journey there. Started saying love. Okay, love bombing, yeah. So he's saying, I did not know any better. You didn't know any better, sadly. Well, no, you're young, mate. When you're in your early 20s, I've been there. You don't know any better. So you're not experienced enough. So they can take the absolute piss out of you, Sydney, when you're younger. They don't know the tricks of the trade, the narcissistic tricks of the trade. And they'll take advantage of it. And a person who's got empathy, that's a sensitive, deep thinking, good person like yourself, the narcissist will be attracted to that. Because they'll be sucking all your energy in a nutshell. Anyway, you don't want to go inside yet, cat and dog lover. Well, don't. Do what you want to do. Sally, welcome back, Sally. How are you? Hope you're okay. Nice to see you again. Praying Mantis, hi, welcome back, Praying Mantis. I've seen you on here before. I hope you're okay. I'm all right. I'm a bit tired, if I'm honest. I'm doing my best on my live. I'll go for a few hours and then I'll call it a day. So I say Sydney, I can relate. Hug from Sydney. Hug from Sander. And once you show you're kind and a good person, and Night will always use it against you, they see it as a weakness. That's when when you show them they can't fuck with you. They take your kindness for a weakness, yeah. They think, why be kind? Someone once said that to me at work. This woman, I'm not going to name any names, but she said, why be kind? I said, I'm only trying. I said, I'm trying to be kind to my team. I said, why would you be kind? She said, I thought, that's fucked. Why would you be kind? She thinks it's not a good thing to be. It's a weak thing to be. And it's not. It's a strong thing to be. It's a good thing to be, in my opinion, anyway. You understand it's quite BPD. We care deeply and fear abandonment, generally caused by NPD. quiet BPD is only in our minds. General BPD is acting out emotion and is very abusive. Trying to understand that. Thanks for sharing, by the way, Yoda. Quiet BPD is only in our minds. What do you mean by quiet BPD? If you don't mind sharing. General borderline personality. So, like, you're saying general, are you saying, sorry if I'm wrong, general borderline personality disorder is like a bit more acting out your emotions, being rude to others? Would you say that? With a general BPD, but quiet BPD is like they internalize it, like yourself, you're internalizing it instead of taking it out on others. Is that what you mean by that? Sound saying they love mistaking your kindness for a weakness. Yeah, they do. And that's their mistake. That's their mistake, not yours. That's their mistake. Anyway, Sydney saying 29. It's a good. Do you know what I like about that? Sorry, Sydney. Obviously, coming up to 30, I found my 30s, Sydney, to be better than my 20s. My 20s were a mess, Sydney, and related to somewhat, to an extent, related to what you've talked about. My my teenage years and my 20s were they were fucked. But they were fucked. I was lost, completely lost. And I went through a lot of shit, and I had a lot of toxic friends as well, like yourself. They weren't really my friends. It weren't good, a lot of it. Sadly, it just wasn't. They weren't all bad people, by the way, but it wasn't great. And I found my 30s to be much better, honestly, because I knew myself more. I knew what I wanted more. I knew what I didn't want more. And I found my 30s. I was physically older, but I felt better in myself in my 30s. So I hope that happens for you too, by the way. And I think it will. I think it will. I can't guarantee anything, Sydney. Sorry, but I'm setting that out there. Should you do what cat and dog do, lover? What I'm going to do what I'm doing what I want to do tonight. You do that, cat and dog lover. Do what you want to do. As long as you're not hurting anyone, it's good. So I'm saying, Sydney, I hope you've learned from it and made you stronger. Recognising patterns of behaviour and not allowing the bullshit anymore. Good for you. Noah Sterling, hey, I'm doing a YouTube video with my boys. I've got a challenge to get a stranger to pour a glass of water on themselves. Can you do it? No, Noah, I can't. I'm not pouring a glass of water on my head. No. Why? Why would I do that? Not doing it. Yeah, super chat. Give me 100 quid and I'll think about it. Give me a super chat and I'll think about it. Good one, Yorick. Good one. I don't think I want to degrade myself for money, though. I'm not doing it, actually. I'm not doing it. I'm not degrading myself for money. No, that's not what I'm about, anyway. Anyway. Not doing that shit. Seeing saying yes, Sander, I definitely learned a lot. It made me a stronger person with more confidence. It sounds, by the way, by what you've shared, and it's been very a lot of thought behind the paragraphs that you've been writing. It shows a lot about you in a really good way, by the way. Helping making sense of everything helped me a lot. That made me believe that there was something wrong with that. Sorry. Let me read again. Yes, Sander, I definitely learnt a lot. It made me a stronger person with more confidence. Great. Helping making sense of everything helps a lot. Making sense of it, understanding it. Why is this person doing that? Why are they doing this? Where's that coming from? Helps, doesn't it? They made me believe that there was something wrong with you. That's what they do. They project onto you. A narcissist will project their insecurities onto you because they don't want to deal with it themselves. They don't want to. They never will. So they're going to blame you for everything, making you feel like something wrong with you. Gaslighting in a nutshell, Sydney. Brad, it's wild out there. People are mental. Noah, why don't you just pour a glass of water on yourself and then just sit there and enjoy yourself? I don't know. Anyway, each their own, lad. Sydney saying, at least I know now that it was never my fault and the game was rigged from the start. Yeah, it takes a while to find that out, though, doesn't it? You're saying yes, correct. Oh, thanks, Yoda. I think, though, let's say quiet borderline personality disorder is someone who's got trauma or whatever, challenges, let's say, but at least you're having enough about you to, what's I going to say? At least you're having enough about you to internalize it and work on it and be wise about it. I respect that more than someone who's just bloody, let's say, a general borderline personality a general border BPD person who's just attacking everyone else, not dealing with it themselves. That's a much better way of dealing with it. Sander, let's get our power back, everyone. Thanks, Sander. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sander. Thank you for the... I didn't expect that. Thanks. Timmy says, big shout out from Timmy as well. Timmy says, thank you so much, Sander, for the nums. He says he will be eating lettuce plushie. It goes towards his lettuce plushie, which we're saving up for. He's elated. He says, yes. He looks pissed off, but he's happy. Thanks, Sander. That's lovely. Anyway, get another streamer to do that, Yorick's saying. Yorick, give me $1,000 and I'll think about it. What pouring water over my head. Sunset's unreal. Can you see? A little bit outside there in the background. Can you hear the birds? It's nice. Remember, you're the only one who can fill your world with sunshine. As you are enough. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say that. Thank you. Thanks for your wisdom there, Shelley. Anyway. Narcissistic people will never change. It's only a myth. Nah. Sandra says hi to Timmy. Timmy says hi. Says hi. Says he's enjoying the magical world of media. He says it's good. Says, yeah, it's great. He says he wants his lettuce plushie. He wants that lettuce plushie now. We'll have to sort him out with one. I have to wait till after the holidays, though, mate. Anyway. Sydney saying, thank you, by the way. My 20s were a mess also, but I have a feeling there are better things to come. I stopped falling into bad coping mechanisms and now have more control now, yes, because you've got more understanding. You know yourself better. Compass mentis, basically, to know thyself. Comes with age if you apply it properly. And a lot of people, Sydney, don't do this, unfortunately. They never get to where you are right now. They just don't deal with it. They don't learn. They just stay stuck. And then they end up at 40, 50, 60, and they're still emotionally a 15-year-old, Sydney. Not you, but some people. And it's sad as fuck. It really is. They stay stuck. So I'm saying, Aaron, others will know the difference. Tim is enjoying the sunset. He certainly is. He certainly is. So I'm saying, Sydney, that's beautiful to hear. Well done to you. You're saying we have time to cognitively process our thoughts and move on. It's exhausting and constant, but doesn't affect others. I'm in remission, been working on it for a lifetime. Wow. Fair play to you for doing it. The hard world will take you home, mate. The hard world will take you home in relation to what you've just said. Yeah, it can be exhausting with all the thoughts and dealing with them. I get that. But you're not taking it out on others, which is great, Yoda. Great. That you're not taking the cowardly way, you're taking the brave way with courage. I'd say that. By looking within, of course. Sandra's saying the truth always comes out one way or another, Aaron. Yeah, it does. The truth always does. It's going to need sunglasses as well. He says, okay. Thank you, Shelley. It says, thanks, Shelley. Sunglasses will do. And a hat. What's a hat as well? Oh, my God. Very demanding. I was thinking of colouring Einstein's teddy bear black to look like more like him, but then also I don't want to wash away his scent from it. Oh, sorry, Yorick. Sorry, mate. Don't forget to like the subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. Thank you. Thank you, Shelley. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, by the way, guys. I really appreciate the support. It really helps the channel. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you. Tana saying that's cute to Yorick. Absolutely. With regards to his rabbit. Sorry that he passed away. Tana saying you're cute to Shelley. It's very cute. Absolutely. I've caught up with the chat. Oh yeah, sorry, I have caught up with the chat. Sorry. I have done. Sydney's saying, I was also influenced by my mum a lot. She set me up with bad people. Bad situations to further isolate me. It's quite mind-blowing when you figure it all out. Fucking hell, Sydney, that's awful. That's a shitty mum. That's a proper shitty mum. Do you still speak to your mum? Do you still see your mum? Do you have your own place? I'm asking you a lot of questions here. By the sounds of it, you've moved on quite a lot. It's really disappointing, isn't it? Thinking, fuck me, that's my mum and my dad or whatever. And it's like, it's disappointing, isn't it? I'd say. It can feel disappointing. Who's Yorick? Yorick is one of the mods on here. Abirato. Yorick is someone who's on here. He's one of the mods. Really nice person. Abirato. My name's Brad as well. Nice to meet you. So I said, oh no, Sydney, how did she set you up? I'm sorry to hear that. How did she set you up? Yeah, shit. Is our friend on here? Absolutely, Sander. Yorick is, absolutely. Please check out Yorick's channel also, guys. He does Words of Wonder most evenings from 10 p.m. He also does lives showing. He lives in London, so he has a lot to look at. He does a lot of lives in and around London, so please check out Yorick's channel. Low contact with both parents now, considering going no contact. Wow, Sydney. Is it the same? What about your dad? What's the situation with your dad? No worries, Yorick. It's all good, man. It's all good. Hi to Abirato. Nice to meet you, by the way. Hiya. How are you doing? Sydney Yites, can't blame you. It must be very hard. Yeah, fucking hell. It's like, God, they're meant to be, yeah, beyond words difficult, I can imagine. I can only imagine to an extent. I've not been in, everyone's got a different life to live in different situations, but it's not easy to deal with, to say the least. Do what you need to do. It's going to give you peace. Do what's best for you. Unapologetically, I'd say. Sydney's then saying, well, when I told her about people that are bad and do bad things, she encouraged me to continue being friends with them. She wanted me to move in with someone that was in prison before. That's fucking crazy, Sydney. What the F? What the F? Oh my God. Vanilla Sky, like the movie. Yeah. Yes, Sherry. It's nice, isn't it? Nice out there. You see? I live in a very peaceful part. I live in a very peaceful place, believe it or not. Really quiet. I'm really, really grateful for the peace I live in. I was in London yesterday. I was at Prodigy concert, of course. Wembley. And I went to some little town and it was crazy. I did not like it. I really did not like it. It was chaotic. Wembley was nice. The stadium's nice. The concert was great. The little restaurants near Wembley are nice as well, but the point is that's what I didn't really like some of it, if I'm honest. There's good and bad everywhere, I get it. Vanilla Sky, yes, with Tom Cruise, it's a good movie. Not seen that for years. Very thought-provoking, isn't it? You know, saying Sydney, it couldn't feel more difficult. Peace is more important in our lives. I agree. You can't put a price on peace, man. Let your light shine, my friend, said Shelley saying. Absolutely. Something I'm grateful too. So you're saying, oh, Brad, I completely forgot you were in London to see Prodigy. Yeah, really busy day, mate, to be honest. I set off at 9 in the morning. I got there at 2 p.m. And then the concert ended at 11 at night. Didn't get home till 3:30 in the morning. I was out all day, absolutely. Probably tired now, if I'm honest. It was a great concert, though. I think I've already said this. Sorry if you already heard this, guys, but it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Sandra loves London. Shelley saying, the emojis are cute. Yeah. Sydney saying, she did it on purpose. My guess is she wanted me to be friends with all the narcissists and abusers to further isolate me and make me the problem. Wow. And you're a son, mate. Sydney, fuck me. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's sad, isn't it? Good on you for figuring it all out. Good on you for just don't give up, man. And good on you for not becoming that either. That's a massive success. Really big success is not becoming the narcissist yourself, because a lot of people do. They have narcissistic parents and then they become the narcissist. Happens so many times. Or the age-old story of the bullied becoming the bully, isn't it? And you've not chose that. You've not chose the cowardly way. You've chose the harder path in a way, but the better path, in my opinion. Becoming much better than what they were presenting you with. Let's say that much. Sandra saying that she sounds like a true narcissist. That's really disturbing. Sandra can relate. Or like as if I deserve to be abused in a way. Writing this makes me realise how messed up it is. Oof. Oh, I'm sorry, Tigny. Don't mean to upset you, man. Thanks for sharing. Happens to a lot of people. Happens to a lot of people, believe it or not. It can, however, on a positive, make you into more of a super empath. That's an empath that's actually gone through the shit and worked on themselves. And then going forwards in life, what will happen, in my opinion, if you figured it out, you've learnt the tricks of the narcissist, the future ones don't go near you anymore. Or if they try to, they get burnt by you. You're the narcissist's worst nightmare, really. Going forwards in your life as you get older, Sydney. That's what I found in my life, and I think that will happen to you too, by the sounds of it. You've been through the shittest bit already. Not saying it still doesn't hurt, because it will do, but it can it can arm you going forwards massively, in my opinion. By the way, must be tired. Shelley said, "Thanks, Shelley. You're really kind. You really, really are." I will do soon. I'll keep going for a while, and then I'll get some sleep at some point. So I say, Shelley, I know I'm definitely going to bed and chill soon. Thank you. The whole situation is very sad. It's a nightmare. Can be. Did I drive in rush hour, Yorick? It was busy. Coming back was faster. It was night time, but going there, it was busy traffic. Yeah, driving through Wembley, it was really busy. And I got there, and the match was on as well, Yorick. So you had Southampton against Man City, semi-cup final at Wembley. Was yesterday. Was today as well, but it was yesterday for Southampton and Man City. So I had all the fans, and plus the Prodigy concert. And it's busy anyway. So, yeah, it was really, really busy. So, I'm saying you definitely do not deserve any of this in Sydney. You seem like a wonderful person. Please keep going and be strong. Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Sandra. That's very kind. Very true to say that, actually. It's really bad, Yorick. Yeah, it is. I agree, mate. It's crazy. Anyway, set off at 9 in the morning. Yeah, we did. You're saying, Sydney, I can't imagine how that trauma affects your path this life. I'm sure you can recognise more now, and I wish you a beautiful future. Absolutely, Yoda. I think it will be. I think it will be. I can't guarantee anything, by the way, Sydney. I wish I could guarantee things because I can't. I can't afford. But I think it will be. You're not going to be perfect because nothing ever is, but I think it gets better as you get older. If you work on things, you learn the lessons. If you truly learn lessons, you work on things, you get better at it. It gets a bit easier in a way. Not that the challenges stop, because life is just full of challenges, isn't it, I suppose. Makes you a bit more stoic, a bit more resilient, and a bit wiser, and a bit more proactive in dealing with things. Cindy saying, yes, of course, thank you, everyone. These things happened a couple of years ago. Yeah, in the past. I wish you all wonderful things too, Sydney. Sandra's saying. That pagan said hi. Hi, pagan. Are you a pagan? I'm interested in paganism, by the way. I like it's basically the belief of nature in a nutshell, isn't it? My name's Brad, by the way, pagan. Nice to meet you. Sydney's saying, like I said, my 20s were a mess because I was constantly sabotaged without realising it. Oh, man. Constantly getting absolutely tormented and thrown around psychologically and in other ways, maybe, I don't know, but it's shitty, isn't it? I'm sorry. It's shitty. It's shitty. Let's say the least. Now you know better, Sydney, therefore you can regain control and autonomy. Absolutely. That's a positive. Going forwards. Yes, I work with Egyptian deities, mainly Anubis and Bastet. Okay, that's interesting. Didn't know if that was linked to paganism. It's different. Do you work in a museum? Is the question. I like the t-shirt, by the way. Very smart. But this t-shirt I've got on, thanks. Yeah, it just says my channel name on it. I've had it for a while, Shelley. I've just not been wearing it during winter. It's got warmer again, so I started to wear it again. Sandra's laughing at that pagan. How do you work with Egyptian deities? I don't know. That's different. Going quiet for a moment. Oh, God. Sorry. Love your t-shirt, Brad. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks a lot. It's different. Yeah. It's just got my channel name on it. That's all. I've got a mug as well. I don't sell them, but I just put my name on things. My, I don't know, go on this. This is basically, can you see, it's got an eye and a moon on the sign, inspirational ambivert. What did it mean? I forgot. Let's hold it up. So, the eye has got, you can see the eye, and there's a sun over the eye, kind of, with the rays coming out of the sun. The sun and the moon, meaning the introvert and the extrovert combined in a way, if you know what I mean. The introvert being the moon, let's say that, and the sun behind the eye, the extrovert, the eye being the wisdom, the all-seeing eye, the eye being aware, the awareness, the inspirational, that's kind of what I designed on Canva. A logo, basically. You're about due for bed, Yoda. Good night, mate. I get it. Yoda, nice to meet you, man. Thanks for sharing your story. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. And thanks for being here. Yeah, nice to meet you. Have a good night's sleep, by the way. There's different branches, and many pagans choose to work with less known deities. Okay, it's really helped me in life, though I can definitely understand the confusion. Okay, elaborate a bit more. Why do you like those things? It's interesting. It's different. Definitely different. Educate us on that. That'd be great. Why do you like doing? Why are you interested in those things? What does it help you with? What does it do for you? Santa's saying, Yoda, I'm definitely going to dry my hair and chilling in bed. Timmy's still got no chair. That's a bloody hell, Shelley. It's going to add up. So he's going to get in a chair, a plushie, some glasses, a hat. I'll sort some out though, and I'll definitely get the chair and I'll definitely get the lettuce plushies for him. I need to work on that. I'll do it eventually. I will. Italic is being racist, and I'm not into racism. I don't think it's good. And I don't want to read that out. It's just not nice. It's not good. That pagan, very interesting. How do you practice this? Yes. You're saying sounds perfect to Sander. Yeah, get some sleep. It's all good. If you need to, go. I'm going to carry on for a little while. Sander's saying, yes, Yoda work tomorrow. He's chilling on the books at the moment, but he wants a couch. He wants like a designer couch, I think. Shelley's laughing at Sander. I'm not answering that, Sander. Nice to meet you, fine sir. I'll visit again. Cheers for chilling out and consideration. No worries, Yoda. That's what I was about. So yeah, it's all good. You're more than welcome here, by the way. I go lives on Monday evenings, Friday evenings, and usually Sunday mornings. But this Sunday I've done the evening, so I might start doing Sunday evenings. So Monday evening, Friday evening, and Sunday evening. On that note, I am live tomorrow night after work. What am I talking about? What happens when you focus on yourself? That's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. But tomorrow's another day. Italic got flushed down the toilet for that trick. Yes. Nice thinking. Yeah, off he goes, Yorick. Take care, Sander's saying to Yoda. Shelley's laughing at Sander. The pagan saying, I feel a strong connection, a sense of belonging when giving any form of acknowledgement to my chosen deities. Okay? If that brings you peace. Sander says I didn't get the trick. Yoda says Sander and you. Sander says I'm so annoyed at myself. I'm way too European for fuck's sake. Welcome back, Abes. How are you? Hope you're okay. We're just going to open chat, just reading all the comments. Pigs that are practicing small, less ways, like giving small offerings, like coins and prayers in a jar, then saying a prayer over a jar. Sounds ridiculous, but it works for me. Well, do you know, if it works for you, you're not doing anyone any harm. What do other people worship other things? So it's not straight. You could call all of them strange if you wanted to. Depends on your opinion, doesn't it? Whatever you believe in. If it brings you health, if it brings you happiness and contentment and calm and peace and feeling good, then that's a good thing, in my opinion. So there we go. It's all good. Sander doesn't get what Italic said. Oh, well, it was very racist, so I didn't read it. What did Italic do? Something racist. That's what he tried to get me to read, something racist, basically. Sanderson saying that pagan, my dad couldn't walk as a child. My grandma gave presents to an apparition and my dad healed. Yes. I really like it, pagan, Sander's saying. Sander, you're very funny, Shelley's saying. Because I'm thick. You're not thick, Sander. On another note, I love the potato turtle behind you. Yes, this is Timmy, pagan. Timmy the Turtle. He's chronically unimpressed, as you can see. He's got his little French cravat on. He's got his little French jumper on. He's got his little love hearts on the back of his shell. And he's obviously got his rather pissed off looking face at the same time. That's Timmy. Timmy says, hi, Pagan. It's all good. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. It really helps the channel. If you value like genuine conversations that are sometimes a lot of the times focused on growth, understanding, making sense of the world, putting boundaries in place, dealing with narcissists, dealing with toxic people, understanding the world a little bit better, growing through the suffering, then just subscribe, click the notification button, and you'll know when I'm next live. My lives are usually going to be Monday night, 8 p.m, Friday night, 8 p.m, and going forward, I think I'm going to do Sundays today at 6 p.m. So 3 times a week, I go live. I work as a nurse, if you don't know me. I work as a scrub nurse, scrub practitioner. I work in the theatres, so basically hip replacements, knee replacements. That's what I do as a job, full time. But I can only commit to 3 lives a week at the moment. I'd do more if I could, because I really enjoy doing it. I really enjoyed today's live. I really, really, really have. I try and help people the best I can. But that's what my channel's loosely based about. Anyway, there you go. Pagan, you have a really cool picture, Abe's is saying. Sorry, one sec. Anyway, explain later, Brad, please. I will explain later to Sander. I'm not going to do it now. Yeah, you don't get it. You don't get it, Sander. Yeah, it's a little bit of words play there, I think. Little sly tricks from someone who was on here before to try and make me say something racist that I didn't say. I didn't want to say it because it's not nice. Anyway, don't say I'm back. Welcome back. How are the horses and ponies and everything? Hope they're okay. It's Timmy, yes. That's in the back. No worries, Pagan. It's all good. So I'm saying, Dawn, you're missing out on my thickness, LOL. You're good people, that Pagan. You're a good person. Yeah, absolutely. Abe's likes Pagans. Is it Horus? Am I wrong? Egyptian god. Sorry, I forgot the name. Thank you, guys, Pagan saying. Oh, by the way, you're a beautiful and genuine person, Abe, and we love having you here. Agreed. Absolutely. Very smart as well. Abe, we're talking about there. Shelley's saying, I've just spilled my coffee on me, laughing so funny. It's good. Good to laugh. It's all good. Cindy's saying, thanks for the encouragement, everyone. Not sure how to feel about my mum. It's very disappointing to say the least, but it explains a lot. My mum always wanted me to be a troubled child. Oh, my God. And you can't reason with that, can you, mate? You've probably tried. You can't reason with a narcissist. You can't reason with someone that's unreasonable. I know it sounds very obvious, but you can't. You can't have a normal conversation. You can't say, do you know the other day when you said this to me and you did that, it made me feel really upset. And I wondered why you'd done that. And a reasonable person go, did I make you feel upset? Oh, fuck. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset. What did I do? They'll try and explain and they'll feel bad, showing empathy. And a genuinely good person, if they heard you said they'd upset them, they'd feel probably bad about it. They'd say sorry, and then they'd back up their apology with changed behaviour going forward. It's like, I won't never do it. If I upset anyone, because I've upset people in the past, I'll upset people in the future. It's just, I'm human, I'm not perfect. And if I ever did so, I'd change my behaviour going forwards, if it's reasonable, of course. But a narcissist won't do that. They just won't, even if it's your mum. It's just not, it's just that option is not on the table, unfortunately. Anyway, go as a wave, go with the flow. Like it, go with the flow. Be like water, Abes. You love the ocean. Nice being around water, very healing. Saying, so her setting me up with bad people further made it look that way. Yeah. Like, oh my God, my son's lived with someone who was in prison, for example. Oh my God, yeah, I've just set you up there. She set you up to fail in that way. not that you've fallen for the trap, but set you up to live with someone from prison just so they can have something to use against you. That's disgusting, isn't it? It's wrong. Ed saying, thanks, Sander. I really like being here because of the community that you guys have created. Thanks. Sorry, I'm just losing my train of thought. Thanks, Abes. Sorry. Yeah, and I'm going to keep it like that. Always. Got to set the standard with regards to keeping the community a good place to. It's got to be done genuinely, I think. It's got to have depth behind. I've got to have depth. I keep going on about this recently. I don't know. It's just on my mind at the moment. You've got to have depth and meaning and back it up with wisdom and a bit of intelligence with the content I'm making. Can't just be all nonsense all the time. I can't do that. Anyway, it's got to be a safe place for people as well to be respected. I've got to maintain that integrity. And there will be times in the future, maybe, where that will be challenged. People will try to push boundaries or push their agendas onto me or onto the community, and it has to be dealt with to maintain it in a nutshell. So I'm saying, Sydney, it's very complex, and I know this. It isn't easy and extremely hard to even try and understand why this is the way it is. Your mum was not an excuse. It's not an excuse, by the way. Probably went through lots of trauma. Probably, yeah. And then it's generational trauma then, isn't it? It's like great-grandparents were not the best. Grandparents got it in the neck. They then pass it on to the parents, your parents, then you get it in the neck, and it's generational trauma. That trauma just gets passed to generation. And then it's a truly strong person would say, right, that generational trauma ends with me. It stops. I'm ending it. I'm not passing this shit on to anyone else. That's hopefully what we try to achieve. You don't want to continue the trauma. You don't want to pass that dark, traumatic energy onto others. You don't want to do that. Because that just repeats the cycle, doesn't it? That's the easy way out, in a way. So I'm saying that made her like this. Sadly, you suffered the generational trauma. Yeah, you've said it there, Sander. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, getting the words out, Brad. God. She has MPD or maybe BPD or a mixture of the two, Sydney maybe. Sandy saying, Shelley, LOL, you're lovely, thank you. Absolutely. Skin. Hi. Skin. Bloody Timmy says hello. Heidi ho. He's sitting back down. It almost sounds like Munchausen. Oh, I can't say that word. Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Interesting, Dawn. Interesting. Yes. And Blake is saying, I come from a mob. Family generational trauma is bullshit. Blake, what do you mean by that? Let me try and understand you. You come from a mob. What was that like? And why is family generational trauma is bullshit? What do you mean by that? Try to understand you better. Pagan is saying, fully agree. Shelley saying, God, it's terrible, is it, trauma? Terrible trauma is, well, yeah. Yeah. The pain and suffering in the world. Someone saying Sydney, I can imagine. So Rumpelstiltskin is saying, what's that like? Like Stockholm syndrome. I think there's differences there. Sydney saying, my mum did the silent treatment a lot when I confronted her in the past. Yeah, that's a massive manipulative tactic, isn't it? I'll start an argument with you. You're then going to try and reason with me. And then I'm going to go into silent treatment. Now that I understand what she is, I really speak to her anymore. A lot of people on here, Sydney, can honestly, they've experienced this in their own way, what you've experienced in your own way, of course. So they can understand what you've been through, trust me. They really can. Dawn's they say no, it's making someone ill so that they get attention from helping them. Yeah. Yeah, it's what's that? Sorry, I'm trying to get the thoughts out. Yeah, that's when you make someone ill and then you fix them, so you get the hero complex at the end of it. Dawn, I was thinking that myself, I just couldn't spell it. No worries. Started saying, Sydney, I bet that made you feel awful, not seen or understood. Yep. Underestimated or misunderstood. Yeah. Just hand me the turtle and I'll be on my way. Oh, not available. Rumpelstiltskin, go to Jellycat. Go to Jellycat. He's on there. There's different versions of him as well. There's different ones of him on there. There's a gnome one, and then there's like a green one, and then I think there's a gnome one and a green one of Timmy. And this Valentine's Day one. This is what this one is. So I say I love this community. I do too, Sander. I think it's important. What's the thinking then? God, I've been at this 16 months now. Not stopped. My growth has been very, very, let's say, humbling to an extent. It's not been really fast growth. Not as fast as others, as some. Not good or bad, I suppose. I've worked really hard to. I've worked not just me, but I've made sure I turned up on a consistent basis. I was thinking this today. I think I don't want this. This what we've created, should I say? Not just me. I don't want it fucking tarnishing or being disrespected or anything like that. I don't want that. I'd feel like I'd failed if I allow that to happen. So it's not going to happen. I mean, keeping the respect there, keeping it in a good place, a positive place. On the whole, still having difficult conversations sometimes, though. Not like it's not all like happy days, things are perfect. Like this is amazing. This is amazing. You guys are amazing, 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 amazing. Like this, like that, yada yada yada. The story goes on and on and on. This is a positive place or whatever, which it is. But I want depth to what I need depth to what we're talking about. I need meaning towards what we're talking about. It's have hard conversations sometimes. Talk about topics sometimes that are quite upsetting to an extent. Digging deeper, mate. Finding out the root of the problem. Or at least talking in and around the root of the problem. Not everything's great and perfect all the time. Hurry bullshit. Not enough. It's okay to be positive. I get it. It really, really is good to be positive. It's helpful in life. Positive affirmations are helpful in life. But if all you talk about is all the positives and all these positive affirmations, it's only skin. It's not going past the skin, is it? It's not going deep into the core. It's not it's not solving anything. It's sweeping everything under the carpet. It's wishy-washy bullshit. If it's done too much. Lacks meaning, lacks depth. A lot of the world, in my opinion, is like that, though. But I'm not about that life. But anyway, that's my little fucking rant. There we go. What are you wearing, Brad? It's my Inspirational Ambivert t-shirt, mate. I've not worn it for a while because it's been winter. It's been too cold. It's my t-shirt, Inspirational Ambivert t-shirt. It's got my logo on it. And this cup, it's got the logo on it too. It's got the eye on it. It's got the moon on it, meaning introvert. The sun is around the eye, which is basically, if you can see you can see the eye, but it's got like little rays of sun, kind of. That's the extrovert. So introvert, extrovert, sun and moon. And the eye is I suppose it's like awareness, opening up. Eye is the awareness. That's what I meant by that. My logo. I made those ages ago. I don't really show much. Science saying it's filled with love and genuine understanding. Absolutely. Has to be. Don't say autocorrect helped for a change. Yeah. Yeah, that's truly mentally ill and unhinged. The narcissistic rages was scary. Science saying over my dead body. You are not taking Timmy away. Timmy's hiding. Shit. Shelley says, Timmy the Turtle is going nowhere. No, he's not. Sydney, I'm really sorry. I love you. I love that you realise all of this and are protecting yourself. You're doing really well. You're doing really, really well. Pagan saying, I've only got here and yet this seems like one of the safest channels going. Yeah, try to, mate. It doesn't grow fast. A lot of the Pagan, you'll know this. If you flick your finger a few times, there's some good stuff out there. It depends what you want. There's a guy with Ice Cream Man with a fucking toilet seat over his head. There's like self-depreciating content. There's other content where there's just mad, crazy shit. There's content where you've got religious people talking about the Bible and whatever. There's content with people doing tarot cards. There's so much different stuff. But one's not better than the other. It's just different. I try to make it real, man. Fucking try and make it real. And make it positive. You know what I mean? Anyway, I've talked about that. Thanks, though, Pagan. Appreciate you. Thank you. Real Puskulski saying, Sandy, it was worth a try. Trying to kidnap Timmy. Sander's saying, Pagan, that is literally the best compliment ever. Brad created this genuinely safe place. Thank you. Not just me that's created it, it's everyone else that comes up, it's everyone that turns up. It's not just me. I am the one that's just speaking, of course, out loud. But it's you guys as well that are communicating on here. Without you, this wouldn't be here, would it? That was all, it wouldn't be here. And Ed saying, if Brad was a WWE wrestler, that would be his name. B what? Don't know. B, just B. Timmy's mind, Sanders saying. Payne saying, I love this channel already. I've unfortunately got to go. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this channel. Goodbye. Thanks for being with us, Pagan. Thanks for spending time on here. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. Thanks for your kind words. I hope you have a good week next week. Get a good night's sleep. So late, I'm live on Monday evenings tomorrow, live on Friday evenings, and live on a Sunday from 6 p.m. I'm going to change the time to 6 p.m, I think, going forwards. Anyway, I think it's a bit of a better time. So there we go. So it says, bye, that Pagan. See you soon. It says, take care. It's one of the safest channels going. Thanks, Shelley. A theme song. Good idea, man. I don't know how I'll do that. I'm sure it's possible. Maybe in the future, though, Abe's. Good idea. I reckon it's like that TV series about a mum giving her daughter some dog meds, which makes her paralysed in the legs, forming sympathy off it. That's crazy. Fucking hell. Rumpelskilt skin. Dog meds, which makes it paralysed. Oh, God, that's terrible, isn't it? People have done some terrible things. Chelsea, that's a good idea. I was very confused child growing up and I had to be my mum's therapist growing up. You have to parent your mum, Sydney. A lot of people, oh God, it's crazy that, isn't it? That happens to, and that happens to quite a few people. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I don't think if I'm honest, but as time goes on, I've forgotten about it or repressed the memories rather than to repress the memories. Yeah, you hide them underneath, don't you? Deep down, you bury them deep down. Abe's saying, how did you overcome this trauma, Sydney? Shelley's saying, Brad, you can enrich others on your channel and more than that. You will last you up because you are real. Yeah, I'd like to think so. I think it's I think if you're presenting a persona, which is 1 minute, sorry, let me get my thoughts out. If you're presenting in a persona-like manner, so basically what does that mean? Persona is like a personality to an extent. You pretend to be something that you're not. You are only it's hard to maintain that. And if you do maintain that, it's gonna be very, very, very it's gonna take a lot from you. And you could be degrading yourself in whatever way. It's hard to maintain that in the long term. If it's not deeply rooted in truth, Like I can speak like this all day. Like just me speaking. Maintain it. So yeah. Therefore, being real is it's easier to maintain than pretending to be something that you're not. Absolutely. Have you ever tried going to a therapist, Sydney Aves is saying? Yeah, it could help. Have you ever tried reading as well, Sydney? Have you ever done any reading, research? That can help as well. I'd like to share my life philosophy too, now that you have. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, but more often than not, it's an oncoming train. I like it, Rumpelstiltskin. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. But sometimes it's the oncoming train. Yeah, you think, oh, light at the end of the tunnel. Bump. Ouch. Hug giver. Evening, Brad. Hi. Welcome back. How was the concert? It was fucking amazing, Hug giver. It was tiring, but it was amazing. Prodigy, honest to God, Hug giver. Wembley Arena, Prodigy. Everyone was stood up at the sides, and then the crowd below, everyone was stood up. Young people, middle-aged, were dancing. I've never seen such good audience participation at a concert. It was amazing. It was really energized. And you imagine you've got a mosh pit, right? You see the people down, they're all stood there in a big area. And the people were bouncing and going around in a circle, like hundreds of them. Boom, 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 boom. It was mad. It was great. They had it rocking. They were rocking the fucking whole place. They were really rocking it. They're really, really good live. Watching them on YouTube doesn't give it justice. And they don't even have Keith Flint there anymore, Hug Giver. So he added extra energy onto it. I'm sad I didn't see him live, sadly, for obvious reasons. But they've still got it. They've still got it. It's well worth watching Prodigy live. It's a great experience. Abe saying hi, Hug Giver. How was your day? Have you been working today, Hug Giver? Abe says you should give it a shot, Sydney, and you can call me Abe if you want. Shelley saying goodbye to Pagan. Thank you for the wisdom. Rumpelstiltskin saying, well, I'm off to Fairyland. Just chatting up people. Sorry for the trouble. Take care. See you in a bit. Nice to see you on here again. Enjoy the rest of your week, man. Dogs are God's gift. Right. You respect to your religion. Thank you for sharing. Praise be. I'm not going to read all of that out. It's not a religious channel, but I respect all religions and all beliefs. And that's all I've got to say. Respect to you, respect to your religion, and that's that. Anyway, Hug Giver saying hi, Kumar, hi, Shelley. My daughter now has the all clear. Home now with the antibiotics. All really good to hear. So she's healing from the meningitis. That's really, really good to hear. My mum's still in hospital. We have to wait for the multidisciplinary meeting end of next week, probably in relation to the palliative care, I'm assuming. Well, I'm really glad to hear about your daughter, and I hope that your mum is as comfortable as possible. Thanks for sharing, Hug Giver. I hope you're okay too. Do I like equestrian girly? I think you've been on here before a long time ago. Do I like horses? I do like horses. I think horses are stunning animals. I don't know much about them. There's a Dawn on here. Dawn, I don't know if she's here right now. Dawn knows a lot about horses, equestrian girly, but I don't. But I do appreciate them. I think they're lovely animals. Stunning animals too. Absolutely stunning. Sorry, I just knocked off the thingy then. Accident. Fingers crossed, Hug Giver, Shelley's saying. Sydney saying, yes, lots of research. Thank you for asking, Shelley. It's been a week from hell. Oh, shit. Not an easy week. Lots of issues all at once, all in one go. I hope things iron out next week a little bit. Things become a little bit clearer going forwards. I'm not saying that the issues are going to go away completely there, though, of course. I'm saying, Shelley, what did you eat for your dinner? I'll give you better days are coming. Don't worry. That's kind of you to say it. So I said it was impressive, the prodigy. I bow to them. True artist. Wow, high energy and left me full of good vibes and good energy. I'm grateful. Yes, Sunday, it was amazing. Horses are amazing. I agree. Brad, can I call you the modern day Socrates? I wish I'm not as good as Socrates. Oh my God, he was amazing. But thank you. Because of your wisdom. Oh, thanks. I don't know everything though, mate. You guys have got good wisdom too. It's not just me. Santa saying LOL to it. I'll give it. Sounds amazing, Brad. Oh, Keith Flint was such an incredible entertainer. Yes, he was. Such a brilliant man. A friend of mine lives in Essex. He said she used to go into nursing home. He used to go into the nursing home and have a cup of tea and a chat. Oh. Wow. He always came across as his persona on stage will give her was like this crazy mad person, punker, whatever. Really entertaining though, really good dancer as well. Very energetic. Really got the crowd going. But I think on a more deeper level, as a person, he was a very well thought out person, very sensitive, good person. And that's how he presented. Thanks for sharing that, by the way. I didn't know he used to go into nursing homes. That's really good to hear. I'm sad that he's gone. He was 49 when he left. Sad. Anyway, sorry. Yorick saying Timmy is the fire starter. Terrific fire starter. Yes. He sure is. I'll sort you out with some matches later, mate. A bit of petrol and a few matches. And Timmy says he's good to go. Says it's going to be a warm night tonight. With the fires, of course. With the fires. That will be ignited. Sleep well. Sleep well. Anyway, I'm joking here. Shelley says, I have a beef curry with very nice rice. What did you have? That sounds amazing. I had like chicken, salad, and rice with some really nice bread as well. It was lovely. So I said, "I'll give it no way." That's amazing. The story with regards to Keith Flint. So I said, agreed. Brad is a very wise individual. Thanks, Sander. Thank you. Very kind of you to say. The coolant's leaking as well. So the car is fucking hell, I'll give you. You're going through the trenches right now. The week's been dog shit. Your week's been shit, by the sound of it. Mum's not well, daughter's not been well, and your cars give out. That's three strikes you've had. You've had the 3 strikes, and they're not all of it. Not easy. Onwards and upwards, I'd say. I think onwards and upwards. That won't be perfect, but I think it's going to be onwards and upwards. I hope so, at the very least. It was nice being here. Thank you for allowing me to share my story, and from the kind words from everyone, good luck for now. No worries, Sydney. So thanks for being on here. Thanks for sharing your story. It sounds like you've come a long way. It can't have been easy, to say the least. I think you're doing really well. Very wise. I think you've learned a lot from all the shitty fucking lesson. The shit that's been thrown your way, you've learned from, which is really good. I think you'll be good. That'll put you in good stead for when you get older into your 30s. I'd like to think. Anyway, I go live Monday nights, live Friday nights. Sunday, I'm going to start doing from 6 p.m. Onwards. So 3 times a week I'm live. So hopefully I'll see you again soon. But if I don't, look after yourself and have a good week next week. Get a good night's sleep, mate. Everything saying I've had some rice with ramen, tomato curry, and some chicken. Sounds lovely. Abe says good night to Sydney. Sander saying we're always here for you. Thank you for sharing your story. Absolutely. If you want to continue the conversation after I'm live, I do have a Discord group. It's it's part of the memberships. And that's where a few of us are there right now, and we carry on having conversations that are related to the topics we talk about on here. It's in the early stages at the moment, but that's an option for anyone that wants to continue that if they wish. There's no pressure to, though, by the way, of course. It's an option. So take care. Okay, cool. Braces with your presence again, Sydney. Yes, that'd be great, Sander. So Sounds lovely. Respectful and thoughtful young man. Absolutely very intelligent, Ames. You couldn't enjoy your dinner, or you won't be able to taste it, will you? You've got flu. That's awful. Get some rest, man. You thought you couldn't catch flu around summertime? I think you can, Yorick. You can catch it anytime. It's more prominent in winter, I'd say. You could write a book, Sydney. Maybe that's an idea. Good night to you, though, mate. So on top of the flu, the team reported a terrible defeat, so they got absolutely battered. Sorry to hear that. You're back at work tomorrow, hug giver. I need normality. I'm hoping it's a good day. I hope it's, not too bad of a day. Structure can help sometimes, a bit of routine, being busy, keep your mind off things a little bit. I think it'll be onwards and upwards going forwards. I really do, because one, the car is broken. That's not the biggest problem, of course, I know that, but the problem's been identified and it's gone to the garage to be fixed. So that'll be up and running. Your daughter has obviously got the antibiotics for the meningitis. Again, solution to that. Your mum, sorry about your mum, but the best is, the best for your mum is probably to feel as comfortable as possible going forward. So I think it'll be better. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but I think it'll be better for you going forwards. Well, at least I hope so. Sorry, trying to communicate the best I can there. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. I appreciate you all. If you value genuine conversations like this, then just click the like button, click the subscribe button, and you'll see more content like this. It's all good. Nanny says hi. Do I ever still watch the gentleman who has a toilet seat over his head? Every now and again, I catch the person there, Aaron. He still does it. Has a toilet seat on his head, a bit of pretend poo, and he just goes like saying the same words over and over and over and over and over again. And then people just watch and like and give him money or whatever. It works for him, I suppose. Don saying come to Discord. Dingy's joined us. I'll have to accept him on though. God, I'm so bad. I forget. Oh my God, forgive me. Please forgive me. I've just forgotten someone's name on here. I'm really, really sorry. Zuki. Sorry. Forgive me, I forget things. Zuki's just joined us on Discord as well. So that will be up and running. It's only in the early days now, but it will be up and running more so going forwards. I was saying, like the last time I was in the live, Brad, just telling us some ghost stories. Do you have any more spooky stories, Brad? Oh. Right now, I don't feel like saying any. Sorry, mate. I don't feel like saying any. Another time. I'm a bit tired, sorry. I don't feel like it. Abe, I live with Brad, remember it. Don't want to know laughing my ass ghost. No, you don't like. Sandra doesn't like it when I tell him my ghost story, so I shut up about them. Because I don't want to shit her up. Shelley, I'm scared of spiders. How are you, Shelley? Spiders will come in. Timmy will protect you from the ghost. Yes. He's a new member of the Ghostbusters. He scares them off with his discerning growl that it has on his face. To run away from him. Nobody cares about ghost stories. People prefer the local Sainsbury stories. Yeah, the bomb threat story. God. Sorry, Abe. I'll do it another time. I don't know why. I just don't. I'm just being honest. I don't feel like it right now. I just don't. I'm a bit tired, if I'm honest. I'm a bit tired. Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit. Shelley saying, Sander, they will see the light. They will come in, Brad. Close the window behind you. What, for the spiders? Timmy says he's hungry, though. Timmy says, I like spiders. Spider butties. Says he likes spider butties. He says, fuck the lettuce. I want ciders. Cider butties, he said. Spider butties, not cider butties. Spider butts. Yeah. Says he don't like flies, though, because they eat too much shit. So, yeah, there we go. We've established something important there. We've established something important. Anyway, I was saying, do you want serious, stupid, scary? Serious. Give me serious. If you've got any. Just chilling now, yeah. I could say ghost stories. Oh, I can't be bothered. My brain's not braining. Honestly. And I can't handle. I went to the Prodigy concert yesterday. I was out for 18 and a half hours. So left at 9 a.m, came back at 3:30 in the morning. So 18 and a half hours I was out. I drove 200 miles there, 200 miles back. I had a great day out, don't get me wrong. It was amazing, but I was so tired. And I'm still feeling it today. Probably showing my age a little bit. I can't handle it as much as I used to. I didn't even drink either. Glad I didn't drink. Fuck that. The Fridays are afraid of Timmy. Well, they should be, because he eats them. He nibbles them. Anyway. We need a early night. Yeah, we do. I'll go for a few more minutes, Hug Giver. Yeah, thanks, Hug Giver. You're right. We do. Oh, dear. Yeah, feeling it. Feeling it. So Aaron's saying, I saw someone walk home from the pub who had their shopping with them. The bag split and they stood there and opened the bag, took the baguette out and started eating it. Genuinely made me laugh. Wow. That's crazy. So they thought, oh shit, I've dropped all my shopping on the floor. Let's just eat the baguette. It was just the bread on its own. That's crazy, mate. Betsy, welcome back. How have you been? Hope you're okay, Betsy. Hope you're okay. Welcome back. Exactly, Hug Giver. An early night. It was a great live stream. Yeah, I'll go for a few more minutes. Then I'll call it a day and I can get some sleep. I've got work. I'm doing, so on another note. So obviously tomorrow night, going live at 8 p.m. What happens when you focus on yourself? That's what I'm going to talk about loosely. Friday night, I'll do the live. It'll just be a chill chat like we are doing right now in an extent. Sunday, I'm going to be in Croatia. So I'm going to do like a Croatia live for the apartment I'm in. From the apartment that I'm in. Hopefully create some good content while I'm in Croatia. And hopefully do it better than I did it last time. I might just have a change of scenery and do lives. I try and do lives where the connection's good. Because to do a live, you need good Wi-Fi. So when I'm in Croatia, I might do a few lives when I'm outside. People might think I'm a weirdo when I'm talking to a phone. They probably will, but fuck them. I'll do it anyway. I'm going to do some nice lives in Croatia. But the Sunday one will be in the apartment to begin with that I'm staying in. But I'll announce these on the channel when I get the chance. You can't turn down a baguette. Fuck the bag, eat the baguette, Sander's saying. Your night shift tomorrow, Dawn. Wow. You can have a glass of wine and a steak. Oh, red wine and steak. What a great combination. They really are. I don't drink often, but I love steak and red wine. It goes well. It really does. It goes well. Enjoy, Dawn. Enjoy. It was insane, but I'll be honest, he seemed truly content with his decision. I'm disappointed I didn't stay and watch what followed. Why? What followed? Shit. Wow. So the guy that was in his baguette looked happy. You deserve it after Beachgate, LOL Sanders saying, after the dogs playing up. You deserve your rest and your steak and your wine, absolutely. All nice. Looking forward to seeing that Hug Giver. Yeah, hopefully I'll try my best to bring some good streams. I remember walking around Croatia, but Split in Croatia. That was last November when I was there, and it was playing up. The video was playing up a little bit, so I need to find a good hotspot which has got good Wi-Fi, and maybe sit down and do something there. We'll think of something. So I'm saying, ha ha ha, Aaron, that made me laugh hard. Bring on Split Croatia, yeah. This time next week, I'll be there. Get in. Don't you enjoy and have a good one. You deserve it. Good night and God bless, Shelley's saying. I'm going to bed, guys. Santa's saying, I'm coming soon. Hey, saying, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think about Croatia? I'll go Luka Modric. Yeah, I can see why. They're in the same group as England as well in the World Cup. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? So got Sander, who's Croatian, and they're in the same group as England. World Cup. So, yeah. I'll be watching the World Cup, definitely. But Sander's going to be supporting Croatia, and I'm going to be supporting England, so that's going to be interesting, isn't it? See how that one fucking goes. Night, Sander. Have a great week ahead. Good night to you too, Hug Giver. Hope you have a good night as well. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a better day tomorrow. Hope you have a calmer day tomorrow, Hug Giver. A decent day. Let's go with a decent, calm enough day. You work at A&E for fuck's sake, so it's never going to be a piece of piss, is it? But I hope it's a bit more settled, let's say that. Shelley's saying, Sander, the break will do you good for working so hard. Absolutely. Bye, Abe. It's been a really positive stream today. I've really enjoyed it, by the way. I've really, really enjoyed it. It's been really positive. And it's had a good mixture of deep topics and also light content as well, which is a good balance, isn't it? Getting the balance right. Having a bit of a laugh, fucking calm content with a bit of seriousness as well. I like that. Aaron saying, Brad, you were playing down how content he was. It was like a calmness washed over him as he split the baguette, started eating it from the floor, over the floor, the sun glistening. So he's like relieved that the bag had broken, the baguette's on the floor, and he's just like, oh, he's having a little chowing down on it. That's funny. You intend to kick the house up with Croatian fucking flags. Oh, lovely. Thanks, Sander. Sander saying, laughing my fucking ass off. Nothing beats a crispy baguette that's been brandished upon the floor with a bit of grit in it. Get a bit of tarmac on that baguette. Give it a bit of zest. I'm joking. And so give us a thanks to Brad. No worries, Hug Giver. It's all good. Thanks to you too. Mr. Plaza Player, I'm nearly finished now, man. Yeah, I'm from a town called Darwin, believe it or not. Where are you from, Plaza Player? Should I say good night, everybody? Take care, good night, God bless. Good night to Hug Giver. Good night, Brad. Good night to everybody else too. Oldham, yeah, not far from it's near Manchester, of course, isn't it? Oldham, yeah, not far from where I live at all. Near Blackburn, basically. Anyway, thanks for anyone that's watched. I'm calling it a day. I've been at it 3.5 hours. I think that's long enough for today. And thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. If you want to continue with the conversations, I do have Discord available. Check on the links that are on my channel if you want to follow that path. If you don't want to, that's fine. It's all good. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I'll be live tomorrow night, 8 p.m. We're talking about what happens when you focus on yourself. That's what we're going to talk about. Anyway, thank you for your time. Have a good night's sleep. Hope the week is good for you next week, as good as can be. Keep being kind, but don't take any shit. You know the drill. You know the drill. So thank you for your time. Good night and goodbye. It's all good. See you later. Thanks, Zuki. Sorry, Zuki. Last thing. Shit. Thanks for joining Discord. Thanks for your support, of course, as always. I'm going to sort that out in the next half an hour or so. So thank you. I'll sort you out on Discord. If you're struggling at all, just message me on one of my videos or whatever, but I'll try and sort it out for you now. So thank you, good night, and goodbye.